Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Beam. No, that's not the word. It's not Beam Saber. It's Absent Gods. Absent Gods, which is a Beam Saber game. Uh, as always, I am your host, Josie. With me are my good friends, Jenny,
Hi, I'm getting called on first today. My name's Jennifer, and I'm playing Faded Rosary.
Truffle. I mean, no, that's not your name anymore. That's not your name.
Not anymore.
This is a very bad intro. Cut the intro. No, I'm kidding. Don't cut the intro.
Okay.
Jacob.
Hello, I am Jacob. I am playing Truffle Troubadour.
Hello, I am Truffle Troubadour. I'm playing Jacob.
He is assuming control.
Michael.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm playing Stunner Morello.
And Seth.
Hello, I am Seth. I'm playing Rushing Limbo.
So can anyone give a summary of last session in 240 characters or less?
Shit's fucked. There you go.
I mean, thankfully there's only 4 characters in the squad, so yeah, we probably could.
Get
Well,
out!
Well, now we have 3!
Anyway, last time on Beam Saber, we accepted a mission from the artsy fartsy bitches who asked us to watch their flank while they engaged with what are the other guys called? The Green-Eyed Fiends?
Yep, you got in one.
Yeah, we got asked to watch their flank, and I'd say we did a pretty good job of doing so. We followed every single rule for the most part, and no one died who didn't have to die until the bad thing happens.
Yeah, the Star Over Dawn crashed. Fucked up. That's
For those
got a
not in the
lot
know.
of consequences to it too.
For those
I'm
not in the
sorry
know,
to
the
say
Star of
this.
Dawn is a massive starship, essentially just a flying city, more or less. Am I right in saying so?
Yeah, pretty much.
And it decided to crash land directly over where we were having the mission.
It decided on its own will.
Yeah, you know,
Yep, and now Rubea is a smear on the. Well, it was already on the ground, but it's smear below the ground now.
however, while we were protecting a flank, our dear friend Truffle was working on other missions. What would you like to say to the class, Truffle Troubadour?
Well, I went to inspect, give me a second, inspect some structures around Point Clover in Rubea. I managed to complete this relatively successfully despite a few issues. However, I was approached by a man who, am I allowed to say what faction he's from?
Yeah, go ahead.
From the Host Divine Gotia. Hope I said that right. Who told
Close.
me to not report what what I have seen there, which was
Lots of material and tech
yeah,
being
lots
moved
of
down.
material
Yeah.
and tech.
Yep.
So
You
this man
said
told me to destroy the evidence I took, and I complied in with the promise of a reward. And then I went back to my mech just as things were about to go south.
right. All right. Let's not get too granular with this.
Sorry, I stumbled a little bit.
All right.
Truffle did a good job.
Truffle did a good job.
He got that sticker.
And that sticker. So, this downtime, I think. Also, let me actually move you to the downtime thing so you can see all the wonderful money you have.
Oh yes, let me see the money.
You got you got the max roll on that supply roll, so you got like 6 supply in addition to the stuff you already had, and then you still have that Scroungers move you can do to get even more money.
Holy shit.
So yeah, you can do a lot with this.
Hey, I wrote down what we got last time, and yeah, that's a lot, but actually seeing it visualized, that's a lot.
Yep, that's why I like this playmat.
It's
Big ups
really
to
good.
I'm suddenly forgetting their name. Big ups to the ghost who did this. May they rest in peace. That is a joke. If I knew their name, or remembered their name rather, I'd shout them out. But anyway, so the downtime I think is going to take place. I'm probably like around like a in the week between your next the next thing you do and the falling star incident. But I think there's something we just should get out of the way pretty quickly, which is the entanglement roll.
Ooh. How do we do that again?
Can I do it this time?
Yeah,
We already did the roll actually.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So the entanglement you got was Rivals, which is essentially a squad with. Got the PDF up right now. Where you at? Rivals. Why is it so hard to find on the reference sheet? God damn it.
Sorry.
It's in table B. Rivals, yep. A squad with status 0 throws their weight around. They threaten you and a friend, an ally, or an associate. Forfeit 1 rep or 1 personnel per tier of the rival, or stand up to them and lose 1 status with them. And I have a pretty good idea of what that is. Limbo, you said that the way that you got Drive from that mission was like recording yourself and uploading it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like made the rounds very quickly. I'm gonna say this is like maybe no more than like a day or two after it.
Oh yes.
I think that you get, not you specifically, but y'all get a mysterious letter at the FOB. It says nothing, but it says, "We know, meet us at," and it says like the address for like a cafe that's like almost literally a street away.
Holy shit, that's good. Oh, I'm gonna follow up on that.
Okay. Did everyone want to do that? Someone
Actually,
wanna be there?
here's the thought. So going by the fact that Limbo's immediately following up on it, I'm assuming that Limbo's the one who opened the letter. Does Limbo tell anyone else?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
He would show
Okay.
off.
Okay, no. Does Limbo tell anyone, or does he say, "Hey guys, want to go to a cafe"?
No.
Because I think that changes a lot.
No, he would brag about it. Like, hey, my video got so many views that we got a letter. Look at this shit. They want to meet me.
Think it's a fan letter?
Hey,
This is so sad.
Limbo we're
I
all
think-
just
I
chilling
think
out.
Stunner-
Limbo barges in the room. I'm an influencer.
I think Stunner kind of like puts a hand on Limbo's shoulder and goes, Limbo, I think that's a threat.
Yeah, Limbo, I looked at I look at like I know a lot about letter connotation, and like this does not look like a very good connotated thing.
You guys, don't be ridiculous. This is very clearly just a fan meet and greet, but also just to be safe, we should come with you.
You know what?
I have never
think
had good
Fate's right.
experience. As I used to say, I've never had good experience with fans.
Limo starts waving it around like, won't be the first time I've been threatened. Come on, guys.
Truffle sighs and just goes along.
Road trip.
Hey, real quick, I think before we have our road trip, we should see about, Truffle's fucking head.
That's a
Oh,
good idea,
oh,
but
yeah,
I feel like the entanglement has some priority.
Okay.
Truffle is-
we'll
Truffle has, like,
essentially say that like Truffle does like whatever healing stuff that Truffle needed to do by this point.
He has like a small like ice pack like pressed against his head.
Put that
right,
cold
like-
cartoon meat.
Give us the deniability of like he could be fucked up or he could not. He's got like some gauze wrapped around there.
Nothing bad's happened to Truffle.
Nothing bad ever happens to Truffle.
Band-aids fix
Is
everything.
this like the much ado about nothing kind of thing of this session?
Yeah,
Anyway, I don't even know what that means. It just sounded funny.
it was funny. You're right. Right. So we going to the cafe?
Yeah.
We stim stomping?
It's like literally like a minute or two away, but even then like you can it's pretty obvious that like a lot of people are like pretty on edge. There was a thing that happened and it really was, terrifying, and everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
Despite the networks being like not connected, regardless, a lot of like footage and specifically like news broadcasts from the Interium have like kind of drifted their way over here.
Mhm.
It's
A
the
lot
kind
of
of
them,
thing that it'd be hard to not spread, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the sort of stuff that's like, you know, the 24-hour like news stuff, people finding out new shit, like finding survivors, like stories about heroic emergency services people, you know, about how like some of them don't come back, that kind of stuff. Lots of teary stuff. Also lots of stuff that you could very easily use to justify horrible things done in the, you know, service of your nation.
Service of our nation.
Cough cough, I wonder if that has to do with anything in real world.
Oh no.
That's just Beam Saber. It's cough cough. I wonder if this has to do with anything.
Yeah.
Not me. I have no imagination. But you know, you go to
Let's not
this
get
cafe.
political.
Have any of you been to this cafe before? Like, it's pretty nearby.
Limbo
Hmm.
would. If
And
it's
is Limbo a
nearby,
cafe dude? Does he like going to cafes?
Limbo would totally go to a cafe and
Okay.
get a small coffee with
Venti
blueberry
mocha with 3 pumps of espresso
in it. 3
and
pumps of blueberry. That's it.
5 shakes of ketamine. I don't think you can powderize ketamine.
You
Fade
can now.
has-
You found
Fade
out
has
how.
been here, and Fade has a very specific order that Z gets every single time, and Z considers it one of the only peaceful moments in her life right now.
Oh, this is the morning coffee.
Truffle
sorry
probably
if you
just like
heard that.
alternates between like cafes because he doesn't have like a specific preference or like even remembers where most of them are most of the time.
Truffle's like me in that it's just like, can I have a tea? What kind? Where do I go to put the things in the tea? Right over behind you. Okay, thanks.
He
Hang
does-
on, there's more
I've
than
been to
one...
2 coffee shops in my life and they're terrifying.
What do you mean there's more than one tea? I've only ever asked for tea!
he either gets tea or very sweet coffee, very cream.
He puts
Nice.
so much
Very
cream in
cream.
it that it's just milk.
When he's feeling like adventurous, he asks for the Earl Grey, but like that's not often. I'm not making fun of Truffle, I'm making fun of myself. Please understand that.
It's fine. This is all character.
Uh,
Stunner, what about you? Have you visited cafes?
Has Stun ever been to a cafe?
Probably not. Like, I'm thinking like this.
This is like some
could-
real big city shit, huh?
Yeah, just like gambling. Unless we wanted to say that this is like the place where Harmony worked, but I thought that we said that that was like a bar. We could
Yeah, Harmony
say
works
that
at
it
a
was
bar.
caffeine. Yeah.
You could certainly say, like, yeah, we could work this. Yeah, sure. This is Harmony's, let's make a name for it. Anyone got a good name for this cafe?
Carbine
Maybe
coffee.
maybe, what?
Carbine coffee.
That's pretty good. Okay, we'll write
Carbine
that down.
coffee.
Let's see. Add a notes section to my Carbine Coffee. That sounds both threatening and good.
New note.
Yeah, you go to Carbine
Still
Coffee,
good at this.
It's like the middle of the day, so like it's like probably like 1 p.m. or so, so not many people are like sitting around. There's one table in particular where someone is just kind of sitting as inconspicuous as possible. They've got they're like a pretty scrawny person. They've got a black trench coat on with like red inlines. They've got sunglasses over glasses, and they're wearing a trilby.
Well, Limbo
Truffle-
looks like, that's obviously the guy.
Truffle instantly just turns to the bar and pretends to not like get involved in this.
Fade is gonna start this off by just acting like this is any other time that Z's come in here.
What the fuck? Limbo's just gonna sit his ass on down.
Well, I
Y'all
mean,
can
to be fair, everyone else thinks this is a threat, so like,
Limbo don't. Limbo thinks this is normal for Limbo. Even if he did think it was a threat, like, oh, it's a threat. Yet another threat.
Right. The guy, like, he recognizes you pretty quick. He's like, good of you to take this seriously.
I'm sorry, just the image of this dude.
Shut the fuck up, AC.
I'd say it's nice to meet you, but you might regret meeting me. Anyway, here, look at this. And he like reaches into his trench coat and has a little manila envelope.
manila envelope. I love it.
Never
Inside the
trust
manila
manila
envelope is inside the manila envelope is a series of pictures that you recognize very well, Limbo, because they are from your little. You didn't stream it, but like your little recording,
Yeah.
specifically.
Well, I want to say
Clear
that-
images of like your faces and stuff, and like in a really well done shot, frankly, and like you probably think like, damn, that was a good shot that I did. An image of like you in like looking up through your dash, not your dash, the windshield, while Stunner's mech is like standing over you, and then like off in the like far distance in the sky is like the falling star.
Oh, that's a good shot. He says that out loud too. He's gonna like raise it up and look at it at different angles, like moving the photo around. Just ooh. Ah,
Yes, well.
Yeah, good. I'm listening while he's still doing that.
Me and my associates know that you and the crayon callers were involved
Canyon
in the
crawlers.
Falling Star incident.
Nah. How could we? How could we been?
We have video evidence
I don't.
and pictures.
I don't think that's how that works, sir.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
We
Sir,
found you through a series of I think this guy straight up just like starts like word vomiting, like the way that like he and his weird friends like got your information, like detailing like how they have this weird network of people and like crypto info guys who just like
Shut up.
share information between.
Can I
Go on.
subtly ask Harmony to like double this man's tab?
Also, like, he's doing all this work whenever he could have just tuned into Channel 4. Limbo paid
Well, the-
for a time slot to show it off.
Well, it's not so much like, oh yeah, and then local network, I guess, but it's like the problem is that like placing you directly in there is like kind of a bad thing, especially like you don't even have to be on like the paper of like anybody involved in it for, you know, this sort of situation to get back and like fuck you,
Yeah.
you know.
People talk.
Right. He continues though. Me and the Giants Bluebell, a wonderful group of crypto infologists, are positive that you have something to do with the Falling Star incident, and so we want it.
Is this who I think it is? Is this who
We
think it is?
know that you have the device that was made specifically to make the Star Over Dawn fall. And if you don't give it to us, oh, we'll go to the media, the press, the cyber media, the cyber press.
Alright,
the cyber cops?
Hold on, chill.
For every word,
He's
Truffle-
like beginning to hyperventilate at this point. He's like
for every word,
he's
Truffle
sweating
went
and
down
his
to
his
another
trench coat
goalpost.
is so heavy. He's sweating.
They've alerted the real police and the cyber police, and they backtraced it.
We backtraced it.
I'm gonna start shuffling around.
Truffle-
my pockets
Truffle
to
begins-
find whatever
Truffle
trash
is just-
I can.
Sorry, Truffle
Is
is
he
just
gonna-
Is this you saying that you would like to forfeit the personnel and material and get this guy out of here?
No, I'm just gonna give him some
No.
trash.
Okay.
Can,
Um,
Trash.
Truffle
next,
is
this dude's gonna say
Sorry.
like, I know an IP of someone you're working with.
I'm
You
Do I
gonna,
need to get the
backtraced-
word?
I'm
I was
gonna
just gonna-
give him like the broken like rear view mirror that I've had. He just carries it around so then he can look at himself. He's just gonna hand that over. Like, yeah, sure, buddy, this is it. Here you go.
He looks at it like stunned for a moment. I see how it is. I see. You're in the pocket of Big Umbra. And I understand. I understand exactly what you're trying to do. And you know what? It won't work on me.
Will it not?
Now, if you're not willing to engage with me seriously, then I am leaving.
Alright, can I at least have that back then?
Yeah, okay, sure. Here you go.
Alright, thank you, man. I need that.
You're welcome.
Truffle
Yeah.
is
Okay, sir. What exactly are you trying to get out of this?
The device?
Yeah, the device that we don't have. He looks over to Stunner.
Oh,
like, seriously?
you don't have it. Yeah, very likely story.
Can I get a word in quick?
Yeah.
No,
Sorry. Okay.
please continue.
So I was just saying, Truffle is electing to ignore this conversation and enjoy his creamy mocha.
That's very good and very
I
character.
Love it. I love that so
He's like, he's just muttering to himself, "Man, I sure love being an office worker and not being involved in terrible things." Gulp.
I'm glad I'm concussed and therefore have an excuse not to fucking engage with this.
Fade at this point has finished their coffee and is just going to sigh and walk up to this guy and very bluntly ask, like, buddy, pal, what reason do you have to believe that we have this device? By your logic, anybody in that city could have had it.
He's got a
Oh,
video.
He's got video that we were there on.
He
that
like
day.
he's just like I got video.
He's got
Yep.
this photo. Look how gorgeous it is.
Holy
I
shit!
recorded
Oh my god,
that.
dude,
Look, it's
dude,
so
Limbo,
good.
that's a good shot. Holy shit,
Ain't
dude,
that
send me a copy later. I want that. Anyway.
Okay, enough about your photographical genius. Are you gonna give us the device or not?
buddy. What reason do you have to believe we have it beyond the fact that
I
we were
have
there?
laid out
Like,
every piece of evidence that was be required by a court of law.
the only evidence you have is like 3 pictures, buddy. What
Hey,
more
can
do
I-
you have?
Oh,
Wait. Court
just
of law.
3
Court
pictures.
of law. Court of law. Court of law.
Court of law? Yeah, that's right.
Hey, my friend's an attorney.
You can call him up.
Can I call Kickflip?
Well, I mean, I think that we don't have to really bring the law in here. That was simply a
No.
turn of phrase.
No. I think Stunner's
listen,
gonna call
like,
Kickflip.
Listen, if you've got something that would land in
Okay,
a court of
you
law,
doing okay? Just so you know, this like seems like it's at a head. Like I think you trying to call in actual law is suffering -1 status.
Truffle is on his second cup, by the way.
Is that okay? Like I want.
Okay,
this has
no,
been
no, I
wonderful,
don't-
but I do want to get to the point of the entanglement, which is forfeit a personnel or material, or you rebuff them and suffer 1 status.
is it one of each or just one in general?
It's only 1 status with this group, right?
No, I mean like one
Yes.
material or personnel or one of both.
No, it is forfeit a material or personnel, or you get -1 status with Giant's Bluebell.
I don't care about Giant's Bluebell. Let's have negative fucking 99 with them.
All right,
No,
fine,
then they'll be
we'll take-
dangerous.
Fine, we'll take the negative status.
And before you have fucking like kamikaze fucking crypto fascists at your door.
I like just losing money personally.
That's understandable. Yeah, so I think like you actually like calling like I'm gonna call, Mercedes kickflip, and it's like, oh no, I can't.
Martini.
Martini. Yeah, Mercedes kickflip, Martini's alter ego, like Countess Blucci Flagrant.
So this dude just fucking clams up at the mention
Yeah,
of
he'll flams up
legality.
and is like, he's like, no, you don't have to. And he's like, no, I'm gonna call him. And it's like, I understand. You're in the pocket of the governments. I'm leaving, and
Hey, can
you
I do something real
have
quick?
made what's that?
Can I like pick him up by the collar of his shirt and just throw him out of the place?
Yes, you can. Sure.
Please
Like,
do.
He's like,
I'm
you'll
gonna-
hear from me, and then just like, ding, out the door.
Did he pay his tab yet?
No.
Is he gonna be welcome back in this establishment?
I'm just gonna
his
lean over
wallet
the-
fell out of his pocket on the way.
I'm just gonna lean over the counter
No,
and like
give
put
that
his
to Harmon.
wallet.
Most of the things in his wallet are commemorative, like merch things, and the wallet is a commemorative merch thing.
Shit, yeah, dude. Of course
But yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
does.
pay.
He does have cash in there.
Of
Yeah, I'm
course
just
that
gonna,
cash is
like,
gonna go
lean-
to Harmony,
Fucking-
but I'm
yeah.
my wallet.
Truffle has gone on to his third cup.
Nice.
I have 3 wallets now. So
Well,
I
you
think
need more so
Harmony
you
like
can hold all the cards.
Harmony like kind of waves you over, Stunner. And is like, so is this gonna happen often? as
a
entertaining
him
as that
problem.
was, that guy, and then she like looks at his ID, Chad Kornos,
Chad Corners.
was more than a little what's the word for it? Not obstructive. Or a hassle.
That's a him question, and she points to Limbo.
Who is just still like, ooh, this is a nice wallet. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh, this is all mine now too.
Just try to keep business out of mine.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah, you guys, you really shouldn't have done that. I think that was probably a bad idea. Double's talking a little faster than normal.
He's got a caffeine high.
Cup of coffee. Okay, let me mark him -1 status.
It's fine.
Okay.
Don't
No,
worry
it's
about
not. It's not gonna be fine. This is just a snowballing point for Josie.
Alright, and now we can actually get to the downtime.
it. Downtime, baby.
So first of all, you get a quote-unquote free upkeep if you want to pay material for it. Who wants to do upkeep?
Wants to do upkeep.
I do. I am almost out of quirks.
That's most of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I only
Everyone
have
has,
2
uh,
spent quirks,
yeah.
so
Okay, and I did ask in the Discord. You can help with any downtime action that is not cutting loose. So go ahead and feel free to help like with anything.
Oh shit, yeah.
So it sounds like everybody wants to do upkeep, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and move 4 of these. Go ahead and get your rolls in.
What am I rolling for this again? I'm sorry, I'm a little rusty at it.
Upkeep, you just roll 1 dice per material spent on the upkeep. So each person would roll 1 dice, plus 1 dice for being helped. If you want to like talk about how you help each other, then that's fine. But yeah.
I didn't realize the fortune roll would do it right off the bat. Sorry. But
wait, do we do?
Sad.
I'll
Do we do 2 dice?
keep that one.
What was that?
2 dice, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll roll one more.
Not bad for most of you.
I messed up on that first.
Hey, look at that.
one, but hey.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, it's the number of dice, right? Upkeep.
Isn't it the number of dice minus something else?
Let's see. It is your vehicle refreshes a number of quirks equal to the highest result. So straight up, just your highest number.
Okay, shit.
Oh, that's actually pretty dope then.
So every one of you should have refreshed everything.
Boy,
Oh,
I'm
and that's-
glad that was
Alright.
6, baby.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness.
All right. Your vehicles are all nice and shiny.
Yay. Yay.
All right. So let's start going, down the line. Truffle, what was the first thing you wanted to do?
I'm allowed to recover, right? Do we have a medical thing?
You do not have a infirmary, and you do not have a doctor. You would have to acquire an asset to get a doctor. You could otherwise coalesce, which is you taking stress, but like letting time heal your wounds.
Well, I need to heal my stress, so I don't think I want to do that.
Right.
So if I acquire acid, I'll use one of our supplies.
Yeah. Let me get acquire asset up. Misspelled acquire.
That's okay.
Yeah, to acquire an asset, you roll the squad's tier. The result indicates the quality of this asset you get. Using the squad's tier as the base. 1 to 3 is 1 tier lower than you, 4 to 5 is your tier, and then 6 is +1. A crit is +2. You can spend material to raise the result of the roll beyond a crit. Beyond crit, really. By spending 2 material per additional tier level. I can set a minimum quality level for, it being any good. And or being what you want,
Hmm.
Yeah.
How much would I need to restore my injuries?
You just need somebody who can do it. So frankly, almost any roll that isn't like a 1 to 3 would probably be fine.
Hmm.
And even if it was 1 to 3, you could probably spend some more material to like cinch it, to acquire it.
Okay. So yeah, I would like to start with acquiring an asset of a medical assistance to fix my injuries.
Okay. Before we do that, though, I forgot that we had to, finish the business of y'all getting that upgrade, or upgrades. Did y'all come to a agreement on that?
I said cohort. I think Michael said cohort too.
I didn't
Mhm.
really pick on too much because I was turbulent for the past week or so.
Okay.
I'm also
Yeah, I
fine with
said-
cohorts.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at cohorts. Sorry to cut you off, Jacob, but I think we should probably get this out of the way real quick before we
Yeah,
do
it's fine.
the
I
real
gotcha.
downtime shit. So cohort.
Why do you say it like that?
Cohort 5.
Funny guy. So cohorts. Did you want the cohort to be a fire team or a specialist?
I'd like a specialist personally.
Yeah, specialist sounds a little better to me.
Okay, just so you know, a specialist can be any sort of expert of basically anything. The only difference between a fire team and a specialist is, that fact, and that specialists have +1 quality. So it's always going to be your squad tier +1, but they're only ever that one person.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, so you have to kind of treat them as that. Okay, so what kind of expert did you want them to be?
Honestly, information expert of some sort would be nice, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Anyone else got opinions?
My idea was asking Evergreen for help because that would also deal with stuff like if in missions we wanted to apprehend something, we would have someone who would be able to reliably
You'd have a
take it.
car guy.
Yeah.
That's good. I can
That's
agree
an
with
idea.
that one.
Anyone else have any ideas?
Not kind of particularly, to be honest. I am a
Okay.
bit of a drawing blank here.
I understand. Okay, so if we're going with Evergreen, are you sure you want Evergreen to be a specialist? Because then that's only Evergreen. Whereas a fire team, can be a fleet of vehicles eventually.
Hmm.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
I would like something. If we're gonna get a cohort, I'd like something that's pretty versatile.
I can agree with
Because
that, I
the
can see
less
why.
versatile it is, the more we'll have to invest more into that.
That's fair, but at the same time, it's
I know, jack of all trades, master of none.
uh, a specialist certainly could be like a smuggler and therefore know, general information about smuggling and driving and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But they'd only ever be Evergreen.
Yeah.
Do we think we would need a big fucking team of informants?
Of informants? I don't feel it's necessary, but that's personally for me, considering I always want to go roll for information as Limbo.
Just so you know, fire teams can be adepts, which is academics, scientists, and mechanics, rooks, spies, con artists, and socialites, rovers, drivers, astronauts, and urban spelunkers, skulks, who are thieves and scouts, or toughs, killers, bouncers, and warriors. Later on, if you want, you can often take upgrades that will give them new expertise. And in fact, I think that the logistics gains or has a special upgrade that makes your rovers +1 quality.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
So you have options if you want to choose rovers and have car guys.
That sounds good.
Yeah, letting someone else handle the moving certainly helps y'all out with dealing with other shit. while still making you like, you know, smugglers.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So does that sound alright? Like, Evergreen would certainly like still represent the group, but I think having a cohort of rovers would be smart.
Yeah.
That feels good to me.
Okay. Does everyone else find that fine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me write down some notes. Cohort rovers. Since you're tier 0, it won't be more than like Evergreen and maybe a friend.
That's fine.
But
This
that
is
can
simply-
always be upgraded, right?
The thing is that as you increase in tier, you'll like just straight up have more people. By
Plus-
tier 1, it'll be like around 5 guys. Tier 2 is 10, up until like tier 4, where you basically have like a platoon of dudes,
Plus,
and therefore like, oh, go on. Sorry.
there is also a forward operating base upgrade to make fire teams bigger. It
There
the
is, yeah, there
barracks.
is barracks. One of your fire teams gets +1 scale, which can be pretty stupid. Let's see. So Evergreen, I'm probably gonna at some point like make a name for the cohort, like Evergreen's trees. I don't know. But they are rovers.
Evergreen destinations.
So now we choose 1 or 2 edges for the cohort. They could be fearsome, independent, loyal, or tenacious. These have effects based on like the things they do and if they like embarrass you. There's like several entanglements where your cohort mouths off to people, and like you catch flack for it. So fearsome is like terrifying in aspect of notoriety. Independent is able to make good decisions and take action without direct orders. Loyal cannot be bribed or turned against you, and tenacious is won't be deterred. You can choose 1 or 2, but you have to choose just as many flaws.
I feel like independent would work best with Evergreen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think tenacious probably like doesn't fit with how we first met.
Yeah,
That's fair.
and I wouldn't call him ferocious or nothing like that.
And then we choose as many flaws. The flaws are brutal, excessively violent, eager, will act without orders for the squad's best interests, principled, has an ethic or value they won't betray, obligation, not always available due to other responsibilities, chronic illness, etc., or wild, drunken, debauchery, and loudmouthed.
Obligation sounds best because he's already got a job.
I mean, if you took them as a cohort, like, this would be their job,
Oh,
I think.
they'd switch over jobs. Okay.
I still
Yeah,
think
this is-
that he's got an obligation though.
Okay, so still something. Okay.
Maybe a debt to that truck.
Yeah, maybe
to,
they have...
to the truck.
Yeah, the truck is gone.
Yeah.
They have a new truck, but like it's probably also on loan.
I just had this like weird visual in my head for just a split second of like a fucking AI in the car being like, "Please insert $5 to continue."
Shut up, that's real, shut up. Don't get me back on the John Deere tractor shit.
Don't worry, we'll get Rama in there at some point.
God.
Okay, so what did it like? In what like situation did y'all like approach Evergreen and say like, "Hey, you want like employment?"
You think he would fucking like? Because he was going on and on about like, I'm gonna quit after this one. It was a
He
good
did.
one.
He did quit.
I think, like, what if he just made an underhand like comment like, I should start my own convoy company, and we're like, hey, we need someone. And he's like, well, really?
Oh, really? Just right off the bat?
Do you like? That's a question. Is like, have you had more contact with Evergreen since your first mission?
I feel like it would probably with Stunner, since Stunner did call in for somebody to come pick up his ride.
Also,
That's fair.
Fade probably just smokes with them every once in a while.
Yeah.
Nice,
that as
nice. I like
well.
that.
Get that space weed going.
Truffle has never talked to a single person.
Okay, about the smoking thing, that fits pretty good because like I think Evergreen would probably be bitching a lot about like, especially in like the last couple days, about like smuggling will never like end, but Evergreen like is like a what's the word, a career smuggler, and it's like it's becoming more lucrative but much more dangerous. And Evergreen's just like there's no support structure. No one looks out for you, It fucking sucks. Everyone's a goddamn pirate these days, I swear, because it's easier to just, like, shoot some people than to move stuff around.
God, yeah, that works real great because like and they're just getting together, and Evergreen just constantly vents this whole time, and like this time with things gradually getting worse, Fade's just like, you wanna work for us?
For real?
I mean, like you're real good with that truck, for considering you've been a career smuggler. So like we could always use a guy with a truck.
You don't know how happy I am to hear that. I oh my god! I printed out these flyers for my new gig. Just rips them up. It's like, fuck it. I'd rather be under you folks. Christ, Lord knows I can't manage for shit. Ugh,
Me too, buddy. That's why I got the rabbit.
ugh. I gotta fucking. The stress leaving my
Wait,
body.
what'd you say?
The stress leaving my. Okay. I gotta go sit down. This is the best news I've heard all fucking week.
Wait, what
I'll-
did Jenny say about the rabbit?
You won't regret it. And he's just like walking off into like the fucking evening. I'll bring you there tomorrow.
Evergreen.
Oh my god.
mentioned that he can't manage for shit, and Fade's like, yeah, that's why I've got the rabbit.
Oh, okay.
Man, hey,
I think
you're
as
so
Evergreen
sneaky.
walks, off, Fade's just gonna smile and nod for a second, and then Z just goes, "Wait a fucking second, he took the blunt with him."
He
Stop
would.
smoking.
He would. No.
Hey,
Everyone's so like. Truffle's just so upset about the fucking weed smell all over the base.
it is so much easier to go smoke space weed with Evergreen now. He's just right there. You can just go
That's
knock
true.
on his door.
You can hotbox Truffle's office.
Yeah, now, cohort get. You have Evergreen. And Evergreen's Rovers.
Yeah.
Rovers automatically get quote unquote like lowercase v vehicles, you know, trucks and cars and stuff.
Mhm.
Basically anything they need to get moving. If you got the next level, because you have level 1 motor pool, if you got the second level, you could straight up be giving you like all of your cohorts like 3 what's the word for it? 3 load vehicles. Like you could just have them have, you know, their own like little vehicles with, you know, space to put shit on. You know?
Mhm.
You know, you could put guns on there. You could put stuff. I don't know.
Real quick,
But that is oh, go on.
Can we go after this? Can we go back over the cohorts so then I can write it down on the
Oh
sheet?
yeah, sure.
Thank you.
What would you need to know?
Expertise and re-say the name.
Oh, sure. I actually have this written down in my notes, so I'll just copy paste it in the Discord.
Okay, thank you.
So cohort,
Just so that
Evergreen.
it's on the sheet. We don't have to worry about that later.
Here you go.
Alright, thank you so much.
Alright, you got that. Now we can actually do the downtime. Evergreen can be around. If you ever want to talk to Evergreen, Evergreen will not be far.
It only took 45 minutes, but we're finally ready to start the session.
Yeah, how funny.
Okay.
So, you were going to acquire an asset.
Yep, I want to require medical assistance to fix my fucking head.
Does anyone know a doctor to call?
I didn't
Like-
assign any doctors as my allies.
Does anyone know any medics?
I do not. Although I'd also like to note that, like, theoretically, it's not like you need to only abide by the allies that you wrote down, you know?
Yeah, you can say I know a guy and then just introduce someone.
Truffle's never been one to get injured before because he's never done dirty work, so I don't think he'd know anyone.
I imagine Limbo would, with his mech fighting and, you know, racing.
That's fair. By the by, if you acquire an asset, you don't necessarily have to have it be you, like the person using it to acquire it, since it uses one of your actions.
Mm-hmm.
You could, you know, you have the asset until essentially next downtime.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. If you guys need, did you guys get any injuries?
No.
Nope, you're the only one.
No.
Dang. C'est la vie.
I mean,
but yeah,
like,
if you want to
mentally,
introduce
I'm
a medic,
extremely injured, but like, you got your actual head conked instead.
Yeah, the only one who didn't do any fighting, and I'm the worst injured.
okay. So if you want to acquire that asset, you're rolling your tier, which isn't good.
What's our tier? Just one?
It is 0.
Oh,
Yeah, we have no tier.
Yep.
we gotta get on that, buddies.
Style.
Yeah, let's see. Vehicle temporary. Yeah, you roll your tier. The result is the quality you get. So let's see. You get that. So essentially, it's rolling 2 dice. Take the lowest.
Okay, so roll 2 dice, generic.
Yep. Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You do essentially acquire that asset. It's not a good doctor, but it's a doctor. Did anyone want to introduce like an ally, or
Don't have an ally, but I do have a name.
what's that name?
Clutches Stigmata.
That's such a. This is like a very
But behind
what's
the
the word,
back
like
alley,
a Frank and Fran-esque fucking name.
Here you go.
If
I
anyone
lost
knows
it.
what that cursed shit.
I lost
Oh,
it.
Clutch Astigmata. Okay.
Stigmata, yeah.
this sounds like even backer than back alley doctor.
Listen.
You essentially
Back alley.
hired
It
Dr.
was
Nick.
either that or Viper Rampant. They're both very good, but you got an alright roll. If you failed that roll, I would have said Viper Rampant.
Okay, so let's. Who is Clutch Astigmata? They are a back alley doctor. I feel like unscrupulous and mysterious.
This is like the only. How is this the only person Truffle could find?
Always has something to say.
That's pretty good. I'm thinking like they act very Dracula-esque. They dress and look like they came out of like an opera just recently.
Holy shit. Clutch.
Are
Dude.
doctors fade?
But okay, so
I heard that.
you go looking around. I think you straight up find like a small like business card lying on the ground on the sidewalk while you're like out looking for someone to fucking fix your face and head. Your face is fine. And you follow it to just this like frankly more upscale area. I think like you go to, let's see on this place, somewhere in Upper Silver Road, which is like kind of where the nicer houses are. For this kind of city, it's essentially a manor. But you go up past the manicured garden and you knock on the door with a big knocker, and a guy like peeks open the door. Yes.
Yeah, Truffle's in like plain clothes at the moment, for the record. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, I am, do you take walk-in appointments?
Ah, I see. Another subject requires my.
Hang on, did you say subject?
Never mind that. Come in. And then closes the door and then. Like, fucking locks on locks on locks. Please.
Truffle briefly fishes through his pocket, realizes that he still has to. That 80% of his money is still scheduled for leg payments and rent, and just, like, shrugs and goes in.
Boom! Door slams shut. And then unspeakable things happen. We will, I think, roll your recover next go around. Is that alright?
Like, you mean next session?
No,
you
as
mean,
in, like, we're going to, like, get people's things done
yeah,
in order, sort of.
I getcha.
Stutter.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I think.
Someone still has to do that salvage, that free salvage you get.
I suppose.
But
guess-
only one of you knows engineer. So maybe we'll just wait for Wait for,
her.
for Limbo to get off his goddamn computer.
He's
Stop
on his
uploading
PC.
Stop like scanning and uploading the images that they give you. Just like, hey guys, look at this
He's-
the fan
he's-
image.
He's fucking Google searching his own name.
Stunner,
Limbo fan cam.
Stunner, get off the phone. I need the internet.
He's at this point he's like just re-uploading the same pictures again, but with filters on them and like emoji over pieces of them.
And on different accounts.
Of course.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
I love this Limbo.
There's Limbo Gaming, Limbo News, Limbo
Limbo Food,
Limbo fan cam.
Limbo Movies,
Yeah. So what are
Limbo
you doing, Stunner?
Cartoons. So my Tangle Gun bit is fucked, right?
Yeah, your Tangle Gun got junked. You're gonna have to. You don't have to spend any money or any actions on that. You could just spend a materiel to get that cleared. So do you want to do that?
How much material do we have then?
You have technically, like, theoretically 5.
Theoretically 5.
Otherwise, you have 2 personnel.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to fix that Tangle Gun, or like get the scrap out of there.
Right, that's good. You don't have to roll for that. I'll just, like, put this off to the side. Because there's no fix the scrap action. Okay, so what do you want to use your actual action on?
So I have both doing sorting through the papers, but I also do have a lot of stress that I should get through with.
Okay.
I think it would be... Do you think it would be better for everyone to do their stress moves around the same time, or should it be spaced out?
It depends.
Well, you can't talk to me right now because I am at the doctor's getting doctored.
Yeah, he's at the doctor right now.
I mean, this isn't, like, chronological, you know?
Yeah, like any of this could have happened at any time. Like theoretically, you could even make this before the recovery, and you could hang out with a thoroughly concussed Truffle.
Even after you get, like, you go through the, recovery, like, even after that, you can still, like, have casts or gauze and problems and stuff, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Same reason that, like, you broke your leg, oh, I went to the doctor. Well, you're not walking on that leg for a while.
Not using that brain for a while.
I think I would like to do a cut loose with Truffle fix.
Okay.
Okay. Oh boy, now I need to talk. Let me just get myself situated.
So what sort of situation would y'all be cutting loose in?
I think it would be kind of... I think it would be probably Truffle laying down somewhere and Stunner kind of like, you're alright. And just kind of getting things done around that general area.
You
What
have
kind of-
you have quarters, like you have a place where you sleep on base. So I think Truffle would probably be like laying on like I don't know, a sofa in there.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have
Yeah.
like a full bed because he still lives at his his apartment, but he probably does like have like a resting couch for visitors in his office.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Stunner would be like kind of what's the good word? Faffing about within the office while Truffle's in there. Kind of like keeping herself busy and like as productive as you can in one room, while also kind of like pseudo like, well, we don't have anything. Is there anything I can do? That kind of situation.
Like looking for chores.
Yeah, like anything. Looking for chores just to like make sure that he's not just fucking alone with this head injury.
Truffle has probably been like taking some note. He hasn't like. He's processing that there's been a lot that's happened in the last like while, and is still trying to write all this stuff about the Star Over Dawn for like reports and such. But like at the moment, he's probably typing it onto a phone because he can't actually get onto his computer desk.
Truffle, you don't need to be doing that right now.
But not gonna get done now. It's never gonna get done. Ugh.
No. You'll get it done eventually. Just you don't need to do it right now. You need to not be straining that noggin.
It's fine. It's only like it was a big tree, honestly, but like, yeah. Why are you running around so much?
Because I don't want to leave you alone after that big tree. She kind of... Not in a, like, a make fun way, but in a kind of, that kind of, like, huffy attitude, like, I wish you weren't doing this.
You don't need to worry about me. I think I can find
No,
something.
I'm gonna worry, because it's always work, work, work. And right now you're hurt. And you just can't do that right now.
You're like a really, like, Karen person, I guess, is how I'd say.
That's a nice way of putting busybody.
I mean, you've got to be a busybody when the person who's giving your paychecks is dying.
I'm not dying. I just smashed my head. I had that metal thing in front of my head. That's fine.
I think that made it worse.
No, it helped Lug. Not.
I mean, Lug knows how to wear his mask.
No, he doesn't. It's fucking broken.
Well, I mean, he knows how to wear it, not how to use it.
Come on.
Is that just the whole scene? Like, you know,
No,
one of you
I
nagging
have a
the
little
other?
bit more. I have a little
Okay.
more. Come on. I wanna let's talk. You don't have to do work. Just talk.
Okay. Truffle, like, puts down whatever he's writing on and just, like, looks over it. What do you want to talk about? He's rubbing his head.
Well, besides the obvious, how are you feeling? Because I think I know that one. What are you, planning to do with everything that's been going on?
Well, there's, like, a lot of, like, general stuff here, but, like, this mission was, like, very, like, strenuous, but the pay is good. I kind of need that right now. Gonna keep talking with my, like,
Really?
boss back at work about this stuff. She was the one who assigned me over to this group. Not sure if I mentioned that before.
I think, Stoner makes kind of a little murmur comment of something along the lines of, like, surprised you would need the money.
What?
Nothing.
Oh no,
So
I didn't.
you've been doing this long?
I mean, this kind of job? No, like this is my second like mecha thing ever. I don't. I was doing a lot of office work before this, just when I got here, and job boss tossed me on a little more advanced job, and then your like little buddy or whatever came launching at us. Came a bit bigger than expected. Before I knew it, just like. Okay, not buddy. But yeah, before I knew it, I just like maybe this could be an opportunity. It may not be a good idea, but like I do need that money for stuff. And as long as I'm working at that office, like my boss will cover for me for doing work here.
I think Suntner kind of a little bit of a look away before kind of a turn and a kind of yeah, I'm sorry to get you involved with him.
Don't worry, you're quite a fighter, though. I didn't expect you to be, but
Thank
you did
you.
very good there. I didn't see you much last mission, but I heard some stuff.
Yeah, heat of the moment. Things happen, I suppose. You're pretty good with your mech. You said you've never done this before.
I kind of. Yeah, this thing wasn't really meant for a big fight. I got like picked it up secondhand over at my home just to bring it over here.
Hmm.
Bit more of a performance vehicle than a actual fighting thing.
That explains a little bit.
That grip's still pretty good though.
It sure is. And I think it would be just kind of, a bit of pointless small talk from then on, unless Jacob has anything specific to say.
I don't think there's anything particular I wanted to ask you about your backstory at the moment, unless I call you for a talk.
Alrighty. And so let's go ahead and roll that cut loose.
That's just a generic, right?
Yeah, I think you do not have any connection with Truffle, so it's 1 dice. And you will heal as many as the highest roll, 1 dice. Let's hope it's high. Not very high. You heal 2.
2's better than 1. Oh.
Ooh.
And
That's
now
not even good for 2 pushes. Oof. Well, regardless.
Well, I mean, at least you're not in the 3rd quarter.
So you go ahead and get to write. You mark yeah, there you go, and then you write a new belief.
Yeah, get a new belief.
If you have that ready right now, you can go ahead and tell us. I can come back to you on that.
I had it, but then I lost it.
Ah, darn. Want us to come back to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me also move you to cut loose. Bip.
Loose.
Okay.
Put on your fucking shoes.
Fuck this order. Fade, what are you doing?
Hi. I'm once again thrust into the spotlight by a rejection of the order. Good question.
The order of this world is breaking.
So actually, we never looked up the who's doing that?
Me.
Oh, okay. Did we ever go back and get the name that I got from Lynn so that I can follow up on that?
I did. It is Evanescence Finale.
Evanescence Finale. Okay, cool. I think that Fade is going to try to research that a bit.
Okay, long-term project?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So what do you do? Like you said, a research. Are you looking through phone books? Are you looking on the local networks? Are you asking people?
Calling on one of my other allies,
Ooh.
of which would be Alice, who I haven't thought of a last name because I just realized I'd never thought of a last name for any of my allies.
Alice Looking-Glass.
Maybe. We'll think about it. But yes, Alice is an old bandmate of Zer's. They played a lot of music together, briefly, or semi-perpetually in an on-again, off-again relationship, depending on the circumstances between the two of them. Currently, it is off right now, but they are still relatively good friends as far as Fade knows. And
Okay.
because of Alice's connection to the underground, to an underground music scene, she tends to interact with a lot of people through band crowds and clubs and all sorts of things like that. So there's a decent chance that she knows almost any name that Z could throw at her.
Okay, so Alice essentially is in a weird way, an informant.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. What kind of person is Alice? Nice, rude, loyal.
Extremely chipper to people she knows, and extremely not to anybody else.
Okay, so hot and cold. Okay, I got it.
I think that she's been taken advantage of by people who got too close too quick, and as a result she just kind of is really wary of people trying to approach, and she's kind of just stuck to the people she already knew.
Okay. Is Alice based in Anodyne?
I believe so. I'm gonna be honest, and I don't super remember the regions that well.
Anodyne is, this city.
Mhm,
Uh,
mhm.
There is, the other nations. Maybe Anodyne is just like one place that Alice like shows up sometimes.
Yeah, that's more than likely what it is. Alice just kind of ends up getting around. It's not necessarily easy to make a killing doing music uh, in a situation like this. So basically, anywhere she can find coin for a gig, she'll take it.
Okay. Okay, then I think you probably like spend a while looking around Alice's like old haunts. Alice is she her, right?
Yes, yes, she
Okay.
her.
Gotcha. Also have to put notes for Clutch.
In particular, there is one specific place that Fade checks fairly often, of which is like a kind of off away to the side little riverbank, sorta by a bridge, kind of, but like not under it, but like close enough to the side of the bridge that people don't really necessarily look at it, where the two of them used to hang out to practice. And I think like even before needing the information, Fade would still periodically check back there in the hopes of running into her, and Z never really does.
hmm. Okay, so in that case, you were like probably hanging around Alice's old like places that Alice would likely be, and you meet her there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm thinking you meet her at we'll call this like shitty little bar called the High Dive,
Works for me.
where she had finished a set recently, uh, and I think like sees you like just like hanging out at the bar, and it's like, hey, you will.
Hey,
It's been a while.
it has been a while. It's been a long while, hasn't it?
How's your new friends?
You know, they're I think they're okay. One of them went viral last week.
Who, the freak psychics? Sorry, I know you don't like me using that word.
Oh my god, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Oh
It's been
shit.
like years. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. Time.
Sorry. OC. Like, do you want it to have been like that long, or is that like?
Yeah, no,
like,
that's totally fine. That was what I was going for. When you said new
Okay.
friends, I assumed that like it had been recent enough that this was about the canyon crawlers.
okay.
That was what I was initially going for, yeah.
Okay, we can skip the like. No, not about the psychics. This is about friends stuff.
No, like I'm cool with like having to elaborate with having getting kicked out of the psychics and all that.
Alice would probably just be like sick. They sound like shit.
Yeah, it didn't work out all that well. Apparently you can't have much of a heart in a group like that.
Kind of ironic.
I'd say so, yeah. So hung me out to dry, and then I got picked up by the cops.
Hold on, that sounds like a pretty good song name. I gotta write that down.
Yeah, you know what?
Hung me
Go
out to
ahead.
dry, pick up by the got it. Look, I'm sorry to use your trauma for a song, but like you kind of have to find any inspiration everywhere.
Oh no! By all means, be my guest. I agree. I look forward to hearing it. But yeah, so thanks to a weirdly lenient police chief and some not super understood corporate interests, now I'm just in a different squad.
Big scoffs. Big scoffs.
Listen. I know, right? Fucking weird. I know.
They don't even have police here. Who picked you up?
Listen, I don't.
Isn't it the canine dissolution who are like the
No.
food corpse?
The canine dissolution are the dudes trying to destabilize the area. You're thinking of the Wailing Ghouls.
Wailing ghouls. All right, sorry.
They haven't shown back up because they're like fucking. They're 2-bit even for this 2-bit place.
Okay.
Wait, so OOC, is that actually like who did it?
Who did what?
Actually, fucking dragged me off the streets.
Like yeah, the like cops that yelled at you basically. That's
Yeah.
Wailing Ghouls.
The fucking ghouls. Can you believe it?
Babe, that's pitiful even for you.
I know, right? God. The fucking
You couldn't even get
ghouls.
picked up by the weird fucking mafia. You've lost it.
I know. I really. You don't have to tell me. Can barely even fucking play the bass anymore without you backing me up.
Yeah, it's music. So what's this about?
Well, I mean, firstly, I did miss you, for the record. I've been checking the river
I'm glad.
every couple nights for like months.
I won't say anything about that.
Probably better that way. The thing is, if there's one person I know who knows almost every name in this anywhere, it's you, for better or for worse. And I need to know somebody, and all I have is a name.
You know compliments never get you anywhere, but you can keep them coming. But go ahead and shoot. What's the name?
Olin asked me to look up Evanescence Finale.
Her face like just kind of drops. Like before it was at least like vaguely tense, like, you know, I don't really care shit, but just like fucking Christ. What are you getting yourself involved in? Are you kidding me? No, that's a name you don't ask. No, yeah, I understand. Yes, I know him. Yeah. Or them. Yeah. And I guess I can point you in their direction.
I would appreciate that.
I'm not going to ask what weird bullshit you've gotten yourself involved in, but I know that it's probably too big for old friends.
You know, it doesn't
Whatever.
have to just be an old friend. It can just be a friend.
If you would like, go ahead and roll so that we can know that essentially the result of how this goes.
Is this just like a generic single die?
I believe so. Nobody's helping you. Well, actually, this is you rolling a stat. What sort of stat do you think would be related to all this? Schmooze isn't a bad, or not schmooze. That's not one. Consort would be not a bad one. Sway.
I have nothing in consort, but I do have one in sway.
Okay. This kind of like frames it a little more like kiss assy, but that's fair.
I mean, like, if I would normally do consort if not for the fact that there's zero. Maybe I should just
sway
go
works.
for it.
It's like it just like to me like colors it just slightly a little bit different. Like it's not like it's fine, come on. It's like please. Or you can frame it however you want because you're doing it. But yeah, sway is good, and you didn't roll bad. That would be 2 ticks. I'll go over to the splash page. That you're halfway there to building a network.
What does she tell me?
What's that?
What does she tell me? Is it just like an address or a place, or is it a number or what?
Yeah, I think that she straight up just gives you like scrawls out an address on that same page that she was writing like song names on, like tears the address out and is like, here. Stay safe, Fade. I know that's really hard for you, but stay safe.
I will do my best. Do you think you'll ever need a bassist again?
I'll be honest, Johnny fucking sucks. We're thinking of kicking him out soon. So, yes, but I think you've got a lot on your plate right now. More than a bassist probably should.
That's a good point.
If you ever want to hang out for, our practice sessions, hit me up.
I think I'd like that. It's been too long.
All right, and do you think that ends the scene?
I think that ends the scene.
Alrighty. Move you off of long-term project. Good job. You're partway there to finishing your long-term project. Limbo. Limbo. What do you want to do for your downtime action?
Well, Limbo. Limbo's gonna look around the base for Truffle, but Truffle's at the doctor at the time that he's looking for him. But he still does start banging on Limbo or Truffle's door. Truffle! Doing that whole thing, and then it's like, oh shit, he's not there. This sucks. I'm gonna see what Fade's up to. Oh no, Fade's on the town. This sucks.
Limbo's all alone. Limbo only exists in relation to other people.
Limbo's gonna go salvage.
Okay.
I want to do that salvage. But
Alright.
partly because, shit, I don't want to dump all that shit on Stunner. That would suck.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go think it over by myself while salvaging. Maybe that'll help me.
Okay.
Maybe?
So for salvage, roll engineer, gain supply points according to the result. You kind of like wrote this in your head as being like you doing it alone. Do you not want anyone to help you?
I mean, Stunner can show up and
Oh.
be like, hey, Limbo, you owe me money.
This is gonna pay for the money you owe me.
Yes, I mean, if Stunner sees Limbo going at it and huffing and puffing while doing it, and Stunner can join if she wants.
Okay.
I ain't
Does
gonna say
Stunner?
no.
Can this also be a cut loose?
You could write this as a cut loose. I do want to note that you are in a city, and so everything that you can imagine in a city exists. So you don't necessarily have to have cut loose at your FOB. You know, you could go to restaurants, you can go to, like, I don't know, a batting cage or a soccer match or something like that.
Yeah, like I very much intended to take one of you drinking at this session, honestly.
Smart.
Hmm.
If you wanted, we could, like, just essentially say, like, save it for, like, the last free actions and, like, just have you all there drinking. Unless you wanted it to be a one-on-one thing.
No, that's fine.
I'm still
That sounds
thinking
fine.
about it. I'm still thinking about it.
I'm also fine for it being like half salvage that blends into a cut loose and going out and doing something for a one-on-one. You're fine with that.
I mean, a
Say
lot of
that
people have a
again?
lot of...
I'm alright with it going from a salvage with help to a cut loose and probably doing something outside of the base. Like start at the base and then go do something else. But just know Limbo is huffing and puffing.
Would I have to... What would I have to roll for helping, or can I just help, period?
You just help. You don't roll.
Okay.
So just be salvage +1. So you only have one in salvage, right? Or engineer, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 dice. Last time you got like a crit or something. I forget.
Yeah, I got a crit or something.
Not bad. That should be 2. Let's see. Yep, 2 supply points.
5's alright.
So let me go ahead and just drag these over.
Yay!
You win the money.
I win the money!
Okay, and then I move you over to salvage. Did you want this to be the cut loose?
I wanted it to blend if Michael's fine with it cutting.
Yeah, I think I'd be fine with that.
Okay, and who's the cut loose for? Like, who is actually healing the stress?
Was huffing and puffing.
Because
Dude.
whoever heals the stress, it is their action that's getting used.
Yeah, so let's see.
Can
You're
it
You
not
be
have
gonna-
more stress than me, Seth, if you wanted to take it.
Was Seth
Yeah, dude.
still going to cut loose with me at some point,
I'll
or
cut, yeah.
I don't know. I need to decide who
I'll
I'm
cut
cutting
loose
loose
with
with eventually.
everybody.
I mean, frankly, like everyone's probably gonna need like 2 cut loose just to like heal most of it, because nobody's going to roll like only high numbers.
I'm gonna get a crit.
I don't know. I mean, even if you do, like, you can just like overindulge, and we can have fun that way.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
I get to overindulge.
Everyone gets drunk as shit,
Limbo
and then all the problems that come with that.
We'll see what
Limbo gets
happens.
locked in the back of his trunk that he
Okay,
doesn't
so-
have.
If you want this to be your cut loose, Limbo,
Yeah, hell yeah.
is that alright?
Yeah, put that in there.
Okay, so I'll move you to.
Put that in there.
Okay, so like, what do you do for cutting loose?
Well, I assume Stunner comes over noticing Limbo like pretty much slamming things around while doing the salvaging. I'm going to say that's why I only got 2 instead of the normal however many you get from
He's
6.
he's doing that thing where he's like squatting and he's trying to pick it up and he's really struggling, and then Stunner goes and picks up something of equal weight just pretty easily.
I imagine like yeah, it starts out with that and I don't know. Go back and forth at it up until the end of salvage, unless you want to say something specific during salvage.
Not really.
Not really, because Limbo doesn't want to say specifically right out what's bothering him is the issue. He's gonna huff and puff till the end of salvage, as it turns out. Then, he's gonna huff and puff like, Stunner! Can I talk to you?
Hmm?
Can I talk with you?
Go for it.
I'm unfortunately not gonna be good with acting this one out, but he's basically going to, like, talk about how he's realizing, oh shit, Fate pointed a gun at an old man's head, and I may or may not have killed 3 to 4 people.
I mean, this is essentially you saying it. It's like,
Yeah.
Fade did that, and I shot people.
Yeah, and, like, he's obviously kind of getting loud about it and upset.
Would y'all be like walking down the sidewalk or something while this is happening? Like,
Oh
when
God,
you probably
please
shouldn't
no.
be too loud.
Please no.
like maybe it's like, okay, we did the salvage, we need to like get some like fucking motor oil and shit. We have to do like a lot of, vehicle work.
Probably right outside of the forward
The
operating
convenience
base.
store. No, okay, the FOB.
FOB, like,
Okay.
obviously people could hear it if they were near the FOB.
If anybody cared.
Yeah, if anybody cared. Like, I don't think they're gonna care the fact that somebody held somebody at gunpoint and, oh no, people died. That's happening right now.
Right.
It's an everyday thing for these people. Like, right now, since, like Evergreen said, it's easier to shoot people than to just smuggle things, so I imagine that's gonna happen a lot here.
I think Sunner kind of like is kind of like she's had it in the back of the mind that she seriously hurt or killed someone too, and has not been wanting to really think about it much. And I think she kind of slinks back a little, like. And I think, could I do a roll, not for anything in particular, but just kind of like seeing how well I could pull this off? But I think I
What
would
is
want
it?
to. I would want to try and use like sway to kind of like. When you think about it, it's fine, sort of thing.
You just want this to be essentially a fortune roll of like, let's see how I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. You can roll like
Go for it!
roll a fake action basically. It doesn't have any
Oh,
consequences except for like your narrative stuff.
I love it. How well do you convince Limbo?
How well do you do what's the fucking double think?
So just 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so like mixed success.
You kind of calm him down, but he's still like upset about it.
Yeah, I think I'd say something kind of like this probably isn't convincing Stunner either, but it's all she's really got. But kind of
It's the sort of thing that
the-
like two guilty people tell each other to like feel better.
yeah.
I mean, it was going to happen anyway.
Yeah,
It's like there was nothing we could do.
Yeah, the Star of Dawn was fallen, and we were just there at an inopportune time, and we're two innocent parties in this.
He doesn't believe you, but he huffs.
Stunner doesn't either.
We don't believe this. We're gonna huff and puff. Like, fine, yeah, you're right. It was gonna happen either which way, but we still did it. While walking down the street for that motor oil and going up to the 7-Eleven to get a slushie.
Is that the scene? Oh, that's nice.
What'd you say?
Limbo
I said, oh, that's nice.
The face. Aww.
Limbo face.
I think Stunner gives him a hug for that.
Oh
Aw.
no, too late, you're gonna get your spine crushed. I'm so sorry. Rip the Stunner.
Nah,
Is
nah,
that to
she-
say
she
like
still has the-
Limbo picks Stunner up and like hug, or what does that mean?
Stunner starts a hug and Limbo, like, yeah, does pick her up and squeezes really tight. And,
Okay, but also she does have the backpack. I'd be hard pressed to see him get through that.
It's awkward but good.
Hey,
Yes.
that thing is getting pushed into her back. I'm so sorry.
It already does that on a daily basis. Nothing's different.
You're right.
This is how you make your spine perfectly straight, and it is
Exactly.
it is the next step of human evolution.
It's working.
The next step of human evolution to make it if you fall down, you will snap your spine.
Holy
Does
shit.
the backpack have those like foam spikes like they had on elementary school backpacks?
No.
No.
No. I did want to mention something, Stunner.
Yes.
Would you probably be the one to be picking out, like, you know, supplies you needed while you were at the 7-Eleven? The space 7-Eleven?
Yeah,
Gotta keep
Limbo,
the trademark good.
Space
Limbo
sodas.
would be fucking schmoozing and swoosing the cashier, trying to get a discount that doesn't exist while Stunner's getting the actual stuff they need.
Hey, look,
Okay,
look this card. It's got raised to type font.
Amazing. Gosh. I think you bump into a guy on accident while you're like cruising and schmoozing.
Yeah.
He's not a very tall guy. He's kind of short.
Mm.
He's got like a black leather jacket and jeans. He's very pale and has red hair. He's like, "Oh, sorry.
Oh no, my bad. I'm sorry.
Do you? I mean, I noticed you were looking around the motor oil and victuals aisle. Do you know the kind of motor oil that goes in an A150? I'm no good at this motor shit. I drive the things. I don't fix them.
I think I think they're organized in the categories, and I think this one I just picked up is around the A1s. So I think somewhere around
Oh
here
my
should be
god,
one.
is that how they do it? I had no
Yeah.
fucking clue.
Oh, it gets so
Oh
much
my
easier once you
god,
realize
I feel
that.
so stupid. I feel so stupid. All right, thanks. I don't know many people around here. I'm a bit new. Name's Jack. Holds out his hand.
I think Stunner would take his hand and shake and say Stunner.
Yeah, I don't have many friends around here. It's nice to see a friendly face.
Yeah, it always is. And I think with that, she would kind of like. I assume Jack would get what he needs and kind of like go off to what he said, what else he needs.
Right,
Or is
like
he
just
winging-
like
yeah.
you know, with like, hey, if I need any more, I mean, like I don't know many people around here. Can I hit you up sometime? Like not in like a weird way.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right.
Right.
Thanks. What's your name? I
Stunner,
forgot. Stunner. Great. Jack.
Jack. And I think kind of do their farewells like have a good one. See you around.
All right. You know what
Alright,
that
we're-
is.
Yeah, we're out of character, Josie. I fucking hate you.
Why?
I don't
Wait,
get it.
what's going? What's
It's an
hateable
in
now?
joke for you two.
That's it's not an in joke. That's Jackal investigating Anodyne to try to find Stunner.
Holy shit!
He doesn't know what Stunner looks like, doesn't know her name, and Stunner doesn't know who Jack is either.
Oh,
Oh god!
Oh, thank you.
So, so unknown rivals just made friends.
That's good.
what do you do when
Laugh.
your rival is also your ally?
A laugh track plays, but doesn't stop for the entire rest of the session.
It's just that one fucking Adult Swim bit where like that one like bald black guy is just like looks at the camera while everyone is like screaming around him. Yeah, like everyone's playing like some sort of board game,
It's
but
not,
like
if
in
they're playing,
horrible
it's not
pain.
Jackie Chan.
I don't even know.
Isn't that just every Adult Swim bit?
Kinda. It
Michael,
depends.
Michael, name 10 things that don't jackal.
I mean, the other bit is just like, haha, funny action figure, do a shit joke and say a slur.
No, that's Robot Chicken.
Yeah, that is Robot Chicken, which is Adult Swim.
Are they the same?
Anyway, would y'all say that's mostly the scene?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay,
Stunner, what
Limbo.
you want is a slush. You can hear him yelling from the
Which
side.
was
Blueberry
What
Blast.
slushie you want?
Stunner,
Blueberry.
we're out of Coca-Cola flavor. Are you cool with cherry?
trademarks. Space Coca-Cola. That's what they said. They said Space
Fucking-
Coca-Cola, not
the
real
fucking-
Coca-Cola.
The fucking
Please don't
cashier
sue
is
us.
having a panic attack.
I'm gonna
You can't
do
call
it.
it
It's
that. You can't
it's
call
not
it that.
it's not Dr Pepper. It's Doctor.
I'm just gonna mix
It's-
it all for in a one cup, okay?
All right. It's Dr. Paprika. It's Dr. Paprika.
Anyway, 1d6 because you don't have any connection with Stunner yet.
Mary girl, so
You will heal this much stress.
so one dice.
Yep. Fucking Christ.
Well, at least we know he's not going to overindulge.
Hey, honestly, I feel like it does really fit.
It really does because like it was a lot of like more panicking than it was like offloading.
Yeah, and like neither of us convinced the other that hey, it's alright. We didn't do it. Like no, we did it. We did it.
Right.
I like Roll20's roller.
It rolls. Frankly, like funnily enough, today I was like, these are bad rolls in the bot channel. Roll20 treats them much better. 1, 1, 3, 2, 4.
But like I feel like it goes with the
This feels
narrative.
fair.
Yeah,
It is
These
fair.
feel fair.
You just hate Psychic Bot for no good reason. Anyway,
Because Psych got fucked my wife.
And then,
Jesus.
I gotta get a new belief for Stunner. You're gonna have to go around for that while I think about it a little harder.
Okay.
Oh, I
Uh,
got my belief.
oh, would you like to say it?
So for Shuffle, maybe he isn't as prepared as he seems. Maybe he's not not sly. Sly isn't the right word, but he's not the one he's not the man with the plan that he seems to be.
Right. Okay, you can just say like the thing you wrote, which is I think much better than like actually explaining the whole thing. Like maybe he isn't as prepared as he seems, which
Right.
like really sums that up very nicely. And kind of helps out with that a lot.
I'm totally
Maybe he's a
prepared.
fuck up just like everyone else. What'd you say, Jacob?
I am totally prepared.
Okay. We'll prepare for this. It is time for you to recover.
Oh, it is. Oh boy.
Uh,
So I have to put
yeah.
a token in there.
Yeah, I'll put a token in recover. Recover.
So roll for what organs you're missing.
Yeah, so this will be, I think, let's see. Other people can help out, I think. Like, helping him coalesce, or not coalesce, but you know what I mean. Get treatment from a pilot's harm. To do this, you need to get medical care from a medic, veterinarian, auto doc, or someone with good amount of anatomical knowledge. you acquired the asset to get them. Recovery is a long-term project, essentially. Your healer rolls engineer for a PC with the doctor ability, but you have an actual medic. Reroll 1 to 3, you get 1 segment. 4 to 5, you get 2. 6, you get 3. Crit is 5. When the healing clock fills up, reduce each instance of harm by 1 level, then clear the clock. If you have any remaining segments, they stay there, but if you get hurt, they automatically disappear. If you attempt to heal yourself and have the doctor ability, you take more stress. If you want to just wait and spend your recover activity convalescing to heal naturally, you take 1 stress and roll 0 dice.
I don't want to take any.
If one of you were to be healing the guy, you would not be using your downtime. It would be the person who's healing. Just so you know, you can spend personnel to increase the... you can spend more personnel to get +1 dice to the recover roll, or you can also just increase the result by 1 level. So you could change a 5 to a 6, or a 3 to a 4.
So I have 1 dice for this roll, and it's... How much would I need to move everything down to a 1?
What do you mean? To move everything down to...
you
need to... If you look on your sheet...
Yeah, it says 4 clocks. What roll gets me a full
You would
clock?
need to fill up... You need to fill up that entire healing clock to make everything go down to a 1.
Mm-hmm. What would I have to contribute to help?
You could probably just, like, make it so that he didn't have to move around as much. You could, like, bring him food.
Oh, well, see, I already knew, like, what, like, Faye did to help. I just wasn't sure if there was something that I had to mark or whatever, if this was, like,
no.
stress or whatever, or if I just help.
No stress during downtime unless it's something that, like, has consequences.
Right. Well, like, honestly, in that case, then I'm pretty sure that, like, Fade, with their old knowledge from being thoroughly trained in the military, is able to recognize a field injury when Z sees it, and almost immediately made sure that Truffle didn't completely return to normal function and make it significantly worse than it could have been.
Okay, so, like, you curbed his, like, workaholism.
Yeah, essentially it is not as bad as it could have been.
Right, okay. You, like, forbade him from doing any lifting or anything like that.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
No going and having dumb, I don't know, meetings with people. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine.
Do all of it.
He's kind of annoyed by this prospect, but of, like, people doing stuff for him, but he, like, he just lets it happen.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2 dice for that then.
Okay, generic.
Yeah, if you wanted to roll more dice, you could spend some personnel.
We're gonna go with this, and maybe I'll rise a value if I need to.
That's fair. Not the worst. That's 2 ticks. You're halfway to actually healing the stuff. You would likely need to, do another one at the very least.
Like, do another recover roll?
Right.
Man, I have, like... God, this is, like...
Just so you know, like, this is what money is for. Like, you can just spend a money to have another, like, recovery roll.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
then,
anybody's
like,
gonna-
and then people can help you again, and you can have 2 dice again.
Okay.
It's not so bad.
I know, I'm just, like, worried I'm gonna run out of stuff I need to do stuff this session.
Even if you do, that's what money's for. You have a lot of it. You know?
I gotcha. I checked those too.
Okay. Good work. This is, I think, where we will have the payoff for you doing the thing for that guy. I think Clutch has finished work on you and, like, has waited for you to, like, get up. Well, not get up, but he'll be like, you require rest. I have done everything I can with payment offered. If you would like more attention, you may simply have to pay. You may rest here. And just kind of, like, leaves you on the weird medical table.
Oh, okay, thank you, Mr. Stigmata. It is Mr. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, Mrs. Stigmata, I'll sit here. Sure. Oh, okay.
I'm too terrified not to. I feel it's the sort of thing. It's like I hope they don't come back with a saw. I think you kind of like go in and out of consciousness until you see that same guy kind of like standing over you a little bit, like not standing, but like on a chair next to you. It's like,
Ah!
nope. I'm sorry. Did I startle you?
How do you get? How did you? He looks at like the door, all the locks on the door.
Mr. Stigmata is an old friend of mine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I have come bearing, well, not gifts, but the promise of one, I suppose. You helped us for reasons I do not know, but for which I am thankful for. We are not a group of moneyed means, but we do have some expertise. We have tools. I have noticed that your one of your appendages is quite complex, far too complex for someone of your means. And I hope it wouldn't be too presumptuous if I were to ask if that is a strain upon you.
No, it wouldn't be like personal. It's a long story about this thing I got. He like waves his leg around a little bit, but like it does like take quite a bit to get the like oil and other junk I need to stick into it every month.
I understand. It is within my means to offer you, perhaps. I have brought along a small selection myself. I have some tools here. They are precision tools. They will not last long, but perhaps they could assuage your need for paying for maintenance for a small while.
Does he have them
This
on hand?
does. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Trouble just like takes a look over at them.
They're just a series of very like fine tools, the sort that like often need machining. Often, like half the reason why your maintenance is so expensive is because these sorts of tools require like almost constant repair. The sort of irony that like to repair your thing, you need to repair your tools to repair, yeah, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
This is essentially them, sort of giving you your drive clock that you took, or your drive tick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would not necessarily. I wouldn't be so presumptuous as to ask an injured man for more help, but I hope you don't find this too distressing. I've looked into yourself and your compatriots. You're not exactly, well, let's face it, you're small fish in a very large pond, but my group, I feel that we may have some use for you and for the work that you do. I would like to extend a job offer, I suppose. We are, as I said before, we're not a particularly moneyed interest, but we have ways of reimbursing work done. I would like to simply leave that on the table for you. We can offer, in addition, far better intelligence. We are much more open than other factions who would, they would likely keep you in the dark regarding anything you asked. We are free thinkers, I suppose you could say. We would like to we would like it if you helped us with this. I don't expect your answer right now, but here is a contact, and I think he slides a small, like an SD card, essentially, to put into your phone. Please, if you would, contact us at any time.
Very well.
Do you have? Go on.
Sorry. Wait, no.
Go on.
I just
Go.
said very well. I will bring this up with my compatriots.
Thank you. That's all I ask. And then the man.
Was he going to ask anything else?
No, I think that's essentially,
Right.
He shot his he shooted his shot.
Last thing Truffle wants to say is like, my only condition is that you do not tell anyone that you saw my face.
Oh, of course not. Identities are important, and well, names have power. Mine is Light on Mirrors.
That's a sick as hell name.
It is nice to work with you.
Oh, we're not working yet. Don't make promises. But I hope that we can work together.
He nods.
And Light nods as well. Okay, that's out of the way. Did you want to try and get your other recover out of the way just real quick? Because I don't have any particular scene to go with another recover, I think.
So I was just taking my drive clock up. That's 1+1, right?
You just hold up. You already ticked it once, right?
Oh, I took it once for just doing making the deal yesterday. Is that what counts as it?
That was that.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, this is like the payoff for that.
Yeah, I think I can do one more heal, since we don't have another scene for that.
Okay, if no one else is like, no, I need my stuff going now.
I don't.
Nah,
Okay,
particularly.
If we can take like a quick break after this roll, would that be fine?
Yeah, I think so.
Just like a few minutes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay,
any
we'll just,
assists for this, or
we can just say that the last assist works for this as well. Unless anyone has any particular ideas.
okay, I will roll this.
Give us a good roll.
Come on, roll 20. You are a friend, yes? Please help him.
Good enough.
I mean, yeah, good enough.
Everything is now down to 1, or level 1 harm. So change Scraped to Scuffed, I think. And then change Concussed to... what do you think?
Head hurty.
Migraine.
Migraine works, I think. Migraine is a very, less effect kind of thing. Headache.
I feel migraine works better just because it's a constant thing. Fuck migraine.
That's fair, yeah. So do know that these are cumulative, so if you're doing pilot stuff, the less effect is affected twice. And if you get any level 1 harms, they become level 2. These will not clear by next mission because that only clears at the end of a mission, and, these carried over.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to fill another healing clock to clear these before the next mission.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep these as this and hopefully not fuck up next time.
Just don't say anything and just stay in your car.
Honk the horn a bit.
I'm gonna stick back, you guys. I got a little headache.
That's entirely fair. Okay, so next, Stunner. What were you thinking of doing next?
I think the best course of action would be... how many moves do I get?
How do you mean?
Well,
Oh, I was okay.
You've used
have-
one. You have your little chits down here representing your moves.
Okay. I think consulting Martini Kickflip in these trying times would be in my best interests.
All right, it's a long-term project.
Yes.
All right. So what are you doing?
I think that
Like at this point, I think you've sorted through like the physical papers. You know.
I think probably just consulting with Martini and other like. Would we be at the point of like getting to the big, like the big like local authorities, like talking to them yet?
I don't think so. Let me check the splash. No, maybe you are. You were halfway through sorting the papers. So yeah, if you want that to be like, what would that be? Like you talking to like?
I think talking to people, basically saying, "This is the end result. What are some options that are feasible and legal that can legitimately get us closer to this end goal?"
Okay, who would you be talking to? You said authorities.
Probably like local experts on the situation of
Oh, on like land
potentially,
law and
yeah,
like
land law,
how the
agriculture,
like
etc.
like how do you what is governing in the mutual combat zone? Okay, yeah, sure. Would you like to roll for that? What would you roll for that? That sounds like some sort of resolve, you know, talking to people. It could also be like a surveyor study or an engineer. What do you think?
I don't think we're at engineer just yet.
Okay.
I think engineer would be a bit further down the way. I do
Mhm.
think it would probably be a resolve thing.
Okay. Consort is not a bad one.
Yeah, I think consort would be most fitting. You're meeting new people.
Okay. Is anyone helping? Because like so far nobody's helped with anyone on any long-term project so far.
Truffle is
now
Truffle's
now that I've
the
like started to heal up like quite a bit, like maybe I can like help you. Like I hear that you're going through legal trouble and need like paper stuff, and so I can like
yeah.
without questioning what this legal trouble is because it's probably not my business. I
You're the straight man of the group. You know words.
I know enough. I know enough from secretary work to like be able to pretty sort through these papers at like a very fast pace and divide them up.
Yeah. I think Stunner would really appreciate that help.
Okay.
So,
Is this a truffle showing up at like Martini's office or something?
That
Hello?
sounds like a pretty decent way to do it.
fucking Truffle shows up. Uh, my my secretary senses. They were tingling. I had a feeling you were in trouble.
Pencils. I need to push pencils.
Poor man,
Hmm.
holy shit.
You say this guy's a secretary.
Yeah.
Doesn't I don't
I do.
you know,
I,
very like very fixed like sort of appraising look. Like I don't know. Are you
Trust
sure?
me, he's the glue that's keeping our group together.
That's just sad.
I do work.
For them, maybe.
He's right there. He's in earshot.
I've been
That's half the point.
I've been employee of the month. You can trust me.
It's only been like a month, but fair. Okay, yeah, that's you like fixing through papers, like what little knowledge of law you have, making suggestions and stuff.
So
Okay,
roll.
go ahead and roll 2 dice, I believe.
Everybody get together to vote for Employee of the Month. Everybody votes for Truffle
Hmm.
except for Limbo, who votes himself.
I do like that people have been writing out
God!
like, ouch,
Ooh.
bad. I do like that people have been writing out like little blurbs on their rolls because that helps me like write or like at least like keep things straight afterwards. You know, if like I need to,
It also adds something to it.
yeah, if I need to keep things straight, have notes, stuff like that.
Gives a little
Okay,
flavor to the world.
this went not great.
Okay, hang on. Unrelated.
Go ahead.
I know the design is already made, but nothing's set in stone. Let's be real. What if instead of a little bunny on his mask, it was just a mushroom
What?
It turns
on
it's,
Truffle's mask?
Oh, because the truffle is a mushroom.
Yeah.
it's like how about it's like an anime like changing thing where just like whenever he's in like a bad mood it morphs into a mushroom.
Okay.
No, it's one of those optical illusions. Depending on which way you look at it, it's either a mushroom or a rabbit.
Anyway, I think this essentially represents that, like, the whatever rules there are different between every, like, all three of the major factions. They each see the MCZ as, like, you know, different types of frontier, like whether it's like this is all part of us, this is ours, or you know, this is unceded territory or some other bullshit. So you don't make much progress because you first have to figure out what the fuck do these all, like, what can we do at all? Because you know, these folks say that, like, you know, you're not supposed to lay down, you know, fiber optic wire, and these folks are just saying like no roads, and it's just like, it's a big fucking mess. It's lawyer shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark over on the splash page. One more tick. You are 4 out of 6. Over halfway there.
Yippee!
Yippee. Fade, what are you doing?
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm taking truffle out for coffee.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Is that a cut loose?
It is.
Okay.
Yoink.
I feel like he very much wants a nice calm day, and I'm gonna give it to him. I think I'm just straight up gonna try to give it to him. No big surprises, no threats, no nothing.
Just let me
You're gonna go to
just
that
threatening
same
me with a good
cafe
time?
because I owe Harmony several additional orders there for every single time that weird guy would have come and now never will. And we're just gonna have coffee and sit down.
You're gonna do it to him?
You know I had to do it to him.
Had to.
Trouble's like, we're assuming like he's no longer like critically injured, but now he's still like slightly woozy from just having to deal with all this like stuff that's keeping him up.
Don't worry, champ. That's what the caffeine's for.
Not much of a caffeine person, but like, I'll get some stuff with cream.
You know, if that's how you want to do it, buddy.
It's helpful. I like a little bit of sweet stuff. Reminds me of back home.
Back home, huh?
Yeah, I'm not from around here.
That much was pretty obvious. I was asking for more where you came from.
Well, you know those Interium Republic folks? But he says Interium Public. He just fumbles it.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard of them.
Well, the government they belong to, that their planet is where I come from.
You come off planet, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long trip. I came over here like about a year ago looking for work. Guess not really
And,
like the best.
How did you go from pencil pusher to this? Not that I'm not happy to have you, but that's a bit of a drop in pay grade.
It's a long, bit of a long story. Just not even long at all. Just like I was working at a pretty nice office job. I still am. It's going pretty well. And then my boss, who does like some shady, maybe I don't really know, some stuff, takes like some jobs from the cradle on the side. She noticed like a low energy job that she didn't want to deal with, and passed it to me. I didn't know at the time it involved like sorry if this is like harsh wording, but like criminals.
Term of endearment. Don't worry.
Yeah, she just sort of passed it on to me and hoped it wouldn't be like too much trouble. It was a little more trouble than I expected to deal with, but it paid well. And then like I realized this could be something, as stressful as it is, but I do need that money.
Yeah, don't we all?
You've been like doing this kind of stuff for much longer than me, have you?
Define this stuff.
All of the like mercenary, like going out, search and destroy. I kind of had overheard the kind of stuff that was going on over the radio while I was sneaking around.
Me and Warpaint go way back. I was first assigned it when I was 16.
That young? God. But I was 16. I probably being a bit of the village lazy boy. Not village. Gah.
Listen, the combat machine needs some batteries, and I was good at what I did.
Michael. You ever have trouble when it comes to really brutal stuff like that?
I mean, I guess it's not easy, but unfortunately, I spent the better part of my adolescence being trained to ignore the fact that I am taking lives. I think that's why I resent it. The
Yeah.
fact that I was taught to value someone's entire life less because I was supposed to kill them. Who's supposed to kill who? That's stupid.
Guess it's all the line of work. Not pretty, but at this point it's what everybody goes for. I just hope it doesn't have to get too bad for me. Or anybody here.
Listen. It's gonna work out. At this point, it can't not, We're out of options, so it's gonna work out.
Thank you. Thank you for taking me here.
Don't worry about it. Also, you're on your third cup. Are you sure you're good?
Oh, what? Whoa. Oh God, what the? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Oh, man, whew. How fast was I sipping
Yeah,
that?
I'm driving on the way home, buddy.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just, I guess, gotta, maybe, type some more stuff about that, fallen ship. Oh, boy.
One more question.
Yeah?
What's with the mask?
Um,
I laughed, but just straight up, what is it? What's the deal?
I don't know. It kind of just, came to me one night, the night before... The night before our second mission, I realized that maybe I shouldn't be going out in my work clothes on these big missions. And I remembered an old friend of mine who had been a fighter for a while and had their own kind of specialized equipment. Tossed a bit together of what I had and then made that little mask in the same style that they always did. Though they wore a helmet, of course, but just a little scrappy thing. I could still see through it, and just I don't know. I feel a little more secure when it's covering me.
You
Does that
don't want
make
to be
sense?
recognized, do you?
Yeah.
It's alright. I wouldn't want to be caught dead hanging out with me either.
Don't say that. You're really cool.
Sorry.
I appreciate that.
Anytime.
You're alright. For a
You
pencil
are-
pusher.
You are too.
I've worked with you for a month. I don't hate you.
We're getting there.
I mean, I did vote him for Employee of the Month.
Yeah, you did vote him.
It was unanimous.
No, it wasn't. Limbo voted for himself.
Alright. Is that scene?
I think that's seen.
Alright. Can I get a motherfucking roll?
That
It should
just
be
one die,
1d6.
yeah?
This is for Fade, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then that should be 1 dice. Big money. Oof. The actual highest roll so far.
Big money.
Literally, because there hasn't been a 6, except for Truffle's fake roll.
My concussion roll.
That's 5 whole stress. Wow, an appreciable amount? That's crazy.
Damn, that's actually a decent recovery.
Holy
It's a
shit.
decent recovery.
And also narratively appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Once
Sounds
again,
good.
the dice are mean to us in several ways, but also seem to know the story we're telling.
All right. So did we want to do that whole sort of everyone goes to the bar scene,
Uh,
and therefore use everyone's last tokens?
Yes.
real quick, I want to
Uh-huh.
enhance my vehicle. Not use,
Okay.
the freed action. I'll use the material.
Okay.
It's one material per enhance, right?
Yeah. People can help you if you want, and if I remember correctly, it's you roll 1 dice per money. I think
All right, put 2 in. I'm gonna roll 2 dice.
2 of them. Okay, give me a minute. I was wrong. You don't. You just roll. You don't use money to change it. I think. Unless this is an old thing. Let me just check this.
Because it doesn't say how much to use in the enhance that I'm reading.
Enhance.
The little.
When you spend time. No, the difference is that you spend material just to take the activity. And every time you take it, you just mark 1 to the enhanced track. There's no rolling.
Okay, well then, throw 2 in there.
Okay, so you want 2 in the enhance then.
Yep.
Okay. If y'all had testing facilities, you would get 2 in enhance per enhance roll, or not roll, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, per material spent.
Per material. All right. Now do we want to do the bar crawl?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone want to be a part of this?
Yes.
Then
Yeah,
we
sure.
will use one of.
Yeah,
One of the personnel.
The result of my stress roll here will determine what I do last.
Okay.
This is
Everyone's
probably
up.
going to be overindulgent for me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Don't worry about it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Champion.
5
I
minutes later.
lose my bonds with the people I've made friends with.
Okay. So.
I don't know. I've only seen good things out of Drunk Jenny.
Yeah, but you've never seen Fate.
So how do you get like everybody to go to this bar?
Hold that thought. I am currently in the process of writing another connection with Truffle.
Oh right, okay. You know, maybe Evergreen invites everybody.
Hell yeah, dude.
As like a thanks for hiring me kind of thing. Thanks for hiring me.
Please don't fire me, party.
I haven't done any work for you yet. I'm sorry. God. So yeah, I think Evergreen is just like it, just straight up invites everybody. Like, hey, I know a great bar. It's a little out of the way. Be there or be square. Let's see. Let's make a bar real quick.
Oh shit.
He then okay. No, I like to imagine he's like giving us like pseudo like text message things, and after he says "be there, be square," he immediately sends one out that's like, "Dude, I said be there, be square. I'm not sure if that was like appropriate enough. Like I'm super fucking worried." And then he was like, "Ignore that. That was meant for someone else."
Okay. Let's just make a nice name. What's a good name? Does it have? Yeah. No, you did want it to be a bar. Because I was like, what if it's a steakhouse?
Yeah, let's go to
BBQ's
the
Bar and
steakhouse.
Grill.
Please, steakhouse, yes.
We
Okay.
can go to the steakhouse
They've-
next week.
The
They've got
combination
bars
steakhouse
at-
bar.
But they've got bars
Okay,
at
hear me out, hear me
steakhouse.
out, hear me out, hear me out.
Combination steakhouse bar.
BBQ's Bar and Grill.
That's not bad. Barbecue. Bar and
Fuck.
grill.
I love it.
How's that?
I love it.
God.
Barbecue bar and grill. New FOB. You're moving in. Evergreen
We
has
just
told
take
everybody
it.
he's already got the loft ready.
Holy shit. Thanks,
Uh,
Evergreen.
You might not think it, but it will hold the mix.
Those beer cellars, man, whew, huge.
So I'm guessing like with most like steakhouse folks, it's very, I don't know how would like brown lighting is that, I don't know like a word for that. It's
Yeah,
like
brownish.
warm lighting.
It is dim.
Warm lighting, dim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think he's waiting outside. It is actually a little out of the way. Like it's in the area that's more kind of more stalls than it is like shops, you know? More people like outside of buildings with little like awnings or tents and stuff sitting there hawking goods. But there's just like in the middle of it all this bar and grill. Uh, and he's just like waving you down. Hey! Over here! Do you see me? Hey, over here!
It's that thing when you like two different people go to a restaurant together and they're in two different cars. There's like two different families and they're like, oh, like they roll down the windows to wave.
Yeah, we stuffed everybody in Limbo's car. Alright, well, we've parked.
Yeah, this is my favorite place in the whole city. I eat here like not often, but often enough that the owner knows my name. I think. And just get inside. I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself. And you get inside, and it's nice.
The owner calls him Wintergreen.
You worry that like it looks like at a glance like it's very family oriented. But then you see there's like signs that's like don't come in if you're not old enough, you dumb fucks, or if you aren't old enough, have a good fake ID. But it's what is law.
You better be ready to lie your way through us.
If you can like get past us, you deserve the drink. I think Evergreen gets like hailed. It's like, hey, it's the Green Boy, and he's like, yeah, that's my name. That's it. Jackass.
Guys,
Anyway.
why did we make Evergreen so pathetic?
Yeah. Poor Evergreen.
Don't be mean to Evergreen. He's trying his best.
What? You're being mean. I feel bad for how sad this is.
This is gonna be that situation where we have this character and it's gonna be slops all fucking over again. You're just gonna
No.
decide, I'm gonna make this man the worst.
I will
can.
never make another
this is better
Slops.
because
Slops is a
this will be
sin.
better because Slops was only in 2 episodes of Deep Blues and he just sucked so much that Josie wrote him out.
Yeah.
I didn't write him out. He died.
No, he well,
Yeah, because you wrote him out.
Yeah, I guess that's how that works. Anyway,
He didn't die, though.
he
left.
brings you to the corner booth.
Yeah. Right.
And I think he volunteers to be in like the corner part.
What?
you
No,
know.
Limbo would
Who
say,
gets-
no.
Oh,
we have,
okay.
We have 5
I mean,
people.
like
We
I
have-
thought that was like a bad place to be because
no,
you don't
Limbo
want
loves it.
No, that's
Okay.
the best spot because they give you, that's where they bring you your food first.
Wait, if it's a corner booth, who has to pull up a secondary chair to sit at the other end?
There's 5 people here, so 1 in the corner, 2 on each like side essentially.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's
rounded
fine.
corner.
Limbo in the middle.
No, in the middle. It's a very bad Disney show.
Who's sitting next to me?
Is it live action?
Yes.
Let's determine who's next to who based on who you're gonna actually cut loose with.
Get loose with- Who wants to sit next to Limbo?
God, we
I
have
already
to
cut
we
loose
have
with
to turn
Limbo.
this into a cut loose, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, we're cutting
Yeah,
loose.
everybody's cutting loose with someone.
Yeah, come on. Who wants to sit next to Limbo? Come on. He's already chosen to be
I've
the
talked
middle.
with
Fade is sitting next to Limbo.
the other. I've talked with the other 2 today, so I'll sit next to Limbo.
Fade is specifically
Okay.
going to sandwich herself between Limbo and Evergreen.
Hmm. Alright,
So we gotta sit next to Truffle.
I'm fine with this.
You get which? Are you on the leg side, on the metal leg side, or the non-metal leg side?
There aren't metal legs. It's a
No, he's talking about which side of Truffle.
My
Oh.
legs.
It would have to be
non-metal leg side.
Okay.
It wouldn't have to be the metal because you can just switch which side we're both on. God.
Damn, you're right.
We roll to see who is the most uncomfortable in this seating position.
Okay, seating arrangement figured. Let's actually cut loose, folks.
I'm cut loose right now.
Okay,
I am real fucking loose.
just pile everybody in there.
Look at that.
Let me put you to the front.
No, we should be back behind there. Because it looks like we're sitting behind our menus.
Okay.
And look, we're looking at the menu right now. I'm sorry. POV, you're the waitress to our group.
It's not bad.
God.
POV preemptive diner dash.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Lima's gonna lean over and look at Evergreen like, hey, what's good here? Hey, what's good here? Being friendly. As friendly as a stressed out snake man can be.
I mean, like, what do you want? Like, their steaks are good. They got chicken wings, chicken in one hand and a burrito in the other. They got.
No, it's a leg in one hand and a brayer.
If you want to go to the, I mean, like, you can order from here. You can go to the bar for drinks.
Yeah, what's good as a drink, man?
Fade is
Probably
here
don't
explicitly
drink.
Fade is here explicitly to drink alcohol and eat fucking loaded potato skins.
Holy shit.
What's the most like thing that Stunner probably wouldn't have tried before?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't get out enough.
Well, they got steaks, they got burgers, they got chicken.
Yeah, but that feels like very like ranch things
Yeah, I know.
already.
I mean, a steakhouse.
A steakhouse is already that.
Yeah.
Fish maybe? Some kind of, like, cheap fish?
Knowing Stunner, the thing she's the least likely to have had is the booze.
Yeah.
I feel like she wouldn't have had fish, or at least not, like...
Yeah, fish
Sea fish.
probably.
By
Maybe
the
like
way, for
river
the
fish.
record, Fade says that out loud to Stunner.
I think I'll try the fish.
Sad.
She's more excited than she's letting on, but fucking.
I think the waitress like shakes her head a little bit and is like, "Okay, no one orders the fish. This is the first time in like a week."
Yeah,
alright."
nobody orders fish at a steakhouse. I'm just gonna give a funny look but not say nothing. He ain't
Truffle's
gonna
not
say
gonna pick anything in particular. He's going to, like, see what appetizers come to the table and pick off those.
They got bread.
I got burr.
Of course, he's gonna take the bread. If they get wings,
He's
he's
gonna
going
take
to
all the
he's going
bread.
to he's going.
Take
Truffles
the
I
are
cannot
gluten.
believe that Truffle is stealing food!
No,
Take
he's not
the
going
gluten
to. He's not.
out the bread.
He's not stealing the bread. He's having his fair share. He lets everyone else take their pieces.
I'm the manager at the bread store. Bread.
What seems to be the situation?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Lem's gonna get a fat rare steak,
Christ.
fat tater on the side.
Oh, like a big potato.
Yeah,
A single tater tot that is
Nice.
huge.
Load.
absolutely loaded with a rare steak. And he
Chives, butter.
chives, butter, cheese, the bacon.
The bagel.
He gonna get to drink. What's good soda? Let's get a fake soda.
That's a lot of starch.
Sprint.
Dr. Boctor.
Dr.
Sprint.
Barker. He's gonna get a mix of Dr. Barker and Sprint.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Fuck, I gotta write these down now.
Oh, that sounds awful,
Jesus
Seth. Why
Christ.
the fuck would you mix
Dr.
Dr. Pepper and
Proctor.
Sprite?
Michael, whenever we were getting slushies, he
Sprint
got
soda.
everything. He put everything in his
Yo,
cup.
he did a suicide.
Yeah, he did a suicide while he was in
My
the,
God,
in the convenience store.
I used to do
Convenience
that. They
stores
don't
even
taste
allow
good.
that
They
anymore?
don't taste good.
I love
They're
them.
disgusting.
I love
Do they even
them.
allow those anymore?
Yes, yes they do.
Yes,
Not-
if you pay for the cup.
Yeah, why wouldn't they allow it?
Get it.
It's
What
all
are they
soda,
gonna
baby.
do? Tell you
Sir,
you can't
are
do it?
Disgusting. Get out of my face.
Fucking, because all the places in
Disgusting.
in
I
fucking
hate you.
Texas,
Give me
it's
$200.
It's like, oh, what do you want to drink? I'll get that for you. It's like, no, we don't get to fucking.
I think these
choose.
guys are like fine with it. It's just like, yeah, we'll bring you a cup with everything in it.
Yeah, what is wrong with
Last
you?
last
Okay.
last time someone orders this, they mysteriously went missing a day later.
We can't do Papa again.
Papa's already gone.
I know, but
Oh
like,
lordy.
Yeah, he's gonna get some Dr. Bopper and some Sprint mix together.
I hate Sprint so much.
I love Sprite.
I had Sprite today.
I miss Sprite.
Sad. Sprite sucks.
I miss it.
no, I love. Shut up.
See, what I
Okay,
miss
since-
is like any Mountain Dew flavor that isn't normal Mountain Dew in 2-liter bottles. Personally,
Baja Blast. Bimbo Blast.
Fate's gonna get
No!
some Bimbo Blast.
Shut up.
2-liter. She gonna.
Some
Fate's
Mountain
gonna-
Dude Bimbo Blast is
Shut up.
the in-universe version.
Fate's
Shut
gonna
up. Shut
straight
up.
up order a 12-liter.
no,
You're paying
essentially,
extra for that.
Fade's drink is just a fucking massive mug of Bimbo Blast, spiked
Bimbo
with a
Blast.
significant amount of vodka.
I came here to drink, but I'm gonna order a soda instead.
No,
Nobody's just gonna go do the fucking
it's
like I got
spiked.
drunk off ketchup
Believe
thing.
you me.
Shut up!
I got drunk off steak and soda. Oh,
Like-
you guys! I feel lightheaded. Ooh.
Fade orders that big ass soda, but also orders like 3 shots and just pours them directly into the soda.
What's Fade getting?
What is it getting?
That was pretty much it. Yeah, like that's their drink, and then Z is just gonna be like, just bring me fucking, I don't know, the potato skins or something. I like potatoes and cheese, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Z is only here to drink.
Understandable. Drink Bimbo Blast, the non-alcoholic soda beverage.
I'm gonna
I
scream.
how many times do I have to tell you that Z is making it alcoholic manually by ordering like Z's ordering like 3 shots and mixing them into the
Oh,
drink.
okay. Okay.
Alcoholic
Z is very much
beverage.
going to get fucking destroyed tonight.
This is the worst form of rum or grog I've ever heard of.
Yes.
Limbo
Also,
Limbo.
grog. I don't want to like go on too much of a tangent, but grog actually seems like it tastes good because it's like watered down rum with like lime in it. Sounds good.
Limbo be like,
Just saying.
I can't drink because I'm the designated driver.
I guess you
He's
are.
a
You do
lizard.
have
Can't
passenger.
digest alcohol.
You like you probably had to like park a ways down because this
Why did
street's
I
too
say
small.
lizard?
We had to put a bunch of lawn chairs in his car.
Tape them down. That's what you call passenger seats.
Yeah, he doesn't have passenger seats, remember?
He's got
This-
bungee cords for the fucking.
Yeah.
This is Limbo declaring passenger space in his vehicle. Take a load.
Yeah. Alright, guys.
He already
Listen.
did. He has taken the load. Okay.
Guys.
All right.
Okay.
What's Truffle getting? Truffle's
Truffle is
getting.
like he's not a freak, so he's just gonna get like relative like only slightly less of a freak. He's gonna get like some various like appetizer stuff to peck at.
Is he gonna
like,
get something like real from the steak and grill? Like I don't know, the steak.
Yeah, like.
He does like get a steak, not like a super big one. And he also orders chicken wings for the table because he is still a little bit of a freak. He prioritizes eating the celery sticks that come with the wings.
That's understandable. Also, you're a
Oh my
rabbit.
God.
Wait, what'd you say?
He is
Also,
a
you're
rabbit.
a rabbit.
He normally gets pink lemonade and then like one like somewhat like not high, I guess high class drink, not like a martini or something,
Okay.
martini or margarita, but only
And
one.
then Stunner got the fish.
Truffle looks
I
at the
can still get
menu
a
and is
drink.
like, I would like a martini kickflip, no relation.
No relation.
Is Stunner drinking?
How
Please say yes.
about? How about? Okay.
I love thinking how all of our stammering is like we're looking at the menu for real.
It is very real.
Sweet tea without the women. My wife asked for no women because the acid hurts her teeth. Could you go back and make another tea without the women?
I'll have her water. It's fine. Iced tea without a lemon.
Yes.
Okay. Now you actually have to cut loose with people.
Damn.
You have your
God
food.
damn, that's tough.
Making fun of each other for our choice in menu wasn't enough.
No, this has to be like a little more personal shit.
Limbo, I heard you went fucking viral. How did you manage that?
I paid for a slot on Channel 4.
Dude, you were on Channel 4?
I was
How
on
did you
Channel
afford
4.
that?
Oh, you know.
Why are you being
I don't.
popular?
I was
A guy like closer to the door is just like, "Hey, shut the hell up! You're so loud! God damn it!"
Hey, I race, you know.
We have spoken like 5 words and we are already too rowdy.
Weird threat, but thanks.
Topher like does a hand gesture to tell everyone to like pipe down a little bit. So Evergreen, how's it going? I'm surprised you wanted to join us after like all that chaos we dragged you into.
Why wouldn't I want to fucking join you? I'll be honest. My employment prospects weren't great. I tried to huck it on my own. That's even worse. So honestly, y'all deciding to, hire me is probably the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah, I get that kind of experience.
Wait, we hired him? Limbo just out of the loop for that one. Like, wait.
Evergreen just starts sweating.
Didn't
what?
you talk to him?
Did we forget to tell Limbo?
I thought we were coming out as a bunch of friends. I thought
Did
this
we
was for fun.
We forgot to tell Limbo.
You forgot to tell Limbo's sitting here like, yeah, Evergreen's a good friend. We are out.
Didn't you
drinking
talk?
with
Didn't
friends."
Evergreen? No, Evergreen was smoking with Fade.
Limbo, fucking man, this is such a great thing to do with friends. I could never do this with someone under my employment.
God.
It's true. It's true.
Don't be nervous. No, we've already set that in stone. You are working with us.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Who nervous? Who is nervous?
It's cool you're working with us, Limbo says as he kicks, not like a nasty kick, but friendly kicks Evergreen's like shins.
It's a friendly kick, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
big.
please don't do that.
Oh, sorry.
Ouch. You kicked my shin. Your boots are hard.
My arthritis. First day on the job, you already killed him.
Amazing.
He just ragged off. He makes a Gmon noise.
Beep 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 beep.
Stretches out of existence. Holy shit.
Fucking, there's an undo prop in the corner as he just vanishes. Alright, let's get on with this. We gotta get on with this.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be big. It's just like, what do you do in particular with each other to be like, I cut loose with this character?
So Limbo, did you like seriously race, dude? Like actual races?
Yeah, man, I actually raced. He's gonna get his phone out and Google his own damn name.
It's Boogle here.
He's gonna Boogle his own damn
Some
name.
things have to have a slightly different. Some things have to have like a completely unique name separate
goes-
from
he
English
goes to-
language.
I refuse.
He goes to YouTube.
I like to
YouTube.
imagine that
That's
like
just Britain.
I like to imagine that like the first set of results is about like his like shameful disavowalment, and he just strolls.
It's like,
past
don't pay
them
attention to
really
that. Don't pay
fast.
attention to that.
It's his prison time too. Like,
He's
I
just
never
scrolling.
got that.
He just keeps like scrolling to like page 3 before he finds his racing instead, and he's like, "Look, see."
I imagine like he doesn't actually point it out or make note of it. Like he just is casually scrolling past it, like
Yeah,
it's not there.
No, he's scrolling past it like, oh, that's old news. I remember that. Alright, here's the video. Here's the video.
Yeah, that
Look,
one,
look,
that
here's
one,
me.
that guy had it coming.
He points at his car. See, look. Look, look, look! It's there. See? He's getting,
Oh
like,
my god,
excited
that's
and pumping
yeah,
himself
that's
up
the
over it.
car. That's your fucking car.
You see that man crash? I did that.
Oh my god, that was sick.
Truffle like puts his head down onto his like hand.
He's pulling up with this and that video and interviews that he's done.
Fade is drunk
Stunner
enough that
puts
this is the
hand on
coolest
the
thing in the
small
world
of
to Zer right
his
now.
back.
Dude, Limbo's getting hype and starting to get loud again.
Okay, did you want that to be the whole thing?
Do you guys want to ask any like other questions?
I like the thing is, because of the fact that this is a big group scene, I don't think it can get all that personal.
I can
No, that's
that's
fine.
fair.
Like, this is you've cut loose. By personal, I just meant like, what in particular do you do with the other person that justifies like why they're the person that Gates like that you have beliefs about.
Okay, yeah.
I think they just talk about how Limbo used to race, and at one point Fade is like, "You gotta show me how to drive like that. That is cool as fuck."
You know he fucking will.
Yeah, I think.
All right.
Yeah, personally, I think I'm fine. Just like being in my little wheel, not moving fast.
You gotta live, dude. You gotta get fast, dude.
I don't think I'll live if I do
Think
that.
of the skid marks, dude. 7-Eleven.
All right. So is that Limbo cutting loose with Fade, or Fade cutting loose with Limbo, or is it both?
It was Fade cutting loose with Limbo,
Okay.
unless Limbo also wants to cut loose with Fade.
I'd like to cut loose with Fade by getting super hype about my own videos.
Okay. Then rolling that. I don't think any of you have more than one belief with each other, right?
No. We
Just
both
check.
have just one tick.
Okay. Both of you roll 1 dice.
One rice, one dice, baby. 4
Not bad.
Sky.
You're still gonna be working with some stress, but
That's fine.
well, you had the lowest stress, so that's okay.
Hey, look, see, it all went well. You didn't overindulge.
He's doing good.
He's doing good.
And you've got some area to work with. Let's see. Okay, so what is Truffle doing? Who is Truffle doing it with?
I could just talk with. Was Stunner going to talk with me or someone else?
I'm still not sure.
Hmm.
It doesn't. You can still talk to me, and I talk to someone else.
I haven't
now, right?
the only person I haven't like talked to at all this session is Limbo.
Yeah, you can
But
talk to
Limbo's getting a lot of attention already.
No, you can start.
Well,
being
you
like,
can do
Limbo,
that.
Limbo, I'm cool too. I'm sorry.
Limbo's sitting here like, no, I'm getting lots of attention, but you can give me more.
Yeah,
It could be that like y'all egg Truffle on to like start drinking, and Truffle just starts fucking going at it.
Limbo
I
would not.
don't know.
No, okay.
He's still like sipping slowly, but like he does like want to ask Limbo some things.
He'd
From
slap
Limbo,
it in
like, you-
people's hands.
You've been like racing for so long.
Yeah, dude.
Has it ever been like profitable?
Yes, absolutely. If you win, and I
Oh.
win.
Hmm. I'm always looking for. I know I talk about like money a lot, but like money is like pretty nice to have. Hmm.
It is. It is. You're right. You're not wrong.
I think everything pops up and it's like, I mean,
You mean?
you see the irony here, right? If it's so good, why is he here?
Yeah, that's. Hmm. I mean,
Exactly.
back where I came from, like a lot of people just like did fights or tournaments. Not all fights or tournaments to get their bet money.
Oh, me too.
Mostly civil. Some of them got a little bit had to get officials involved, but
Limbo starts like, oh yeah, I did too. I used to fight illegally in mechs.
oh,
I did mech fight too, dude.
Wait, you what?
You were there. Stunner, you bet on me, remember?
I thought
Why
that
did
was
you-
the.
Stunner. That
I
was
think.
illegal.
was it a combo race and battle?
It was not a race; it was a
It was
mech
just
fight thing.
Yeah, it was just mech fight, underground mech
I don't
fighting.
know.
Stunner, you think I'm doing this legally? He's like whispering and getting real close to her. Like Stunner.
I think she's doing that one image of the fucking lady with all the like geometry and math around her.
Like,
Uh.
Stunner, you got arrested for gambling on it, remember? He's gonna reach over.
We don't think about that.
He's gonna reach over and pat her on the back. And you bet on me too, yeah! Like shaking her. Getting excited.
Trouble is now like sipping a little bit more.
What if, like,
yeah.
the big fucking reveal at the end of their friendship is that Stunner did not actually bet on Limbo?
She
Man,
bet on
I really
Himbo, but
hope-
it was
I really hope-
smudged.
I really hope Lumber wins this competition.
Holy shit.
Okay, so what else was Truffle gonna say? It's like, I mean, like, they're not, like, illegal over at my place. Like, as long as you, like, follow the guidelines, you're not going to get yourself arrested.
Oh,
Just
we
like
ain't got
some-
no guidelines except don't kill nobody.
Just
Even that's
Truffle-
illegal, though.
Truffle, look Limbo dead in the eyes and say that he's the kind of man who would follow guidelines. You can't.
Okay, real quick, whenever Faith starts saying that, Limbo looks over at Zer, and then looks directly into Trouble's eyes whenever Z says to look into his eyes. Like, hey. Yeah, look me in the eyes and say that.
Man, your eyes really are very snake-like. I must, like, commend you. It's a very, like, noticeable part of your character. He decides not to address the whole, like, rule part.
The whole what part?
Truffle, can you just say that?
I'm trying to change the subject.
Jesus
She
Christ,
nods and
Truffle,
starts
you
going
can't
along with it.
Jesus
She
Christ,
nods and
Truffle,
starts
you
going
can't
along
just
with
call you can't just call him snake-like.
Look.
Fade's
No,
like
my eyes are
gonna
beautiful. No, shush. Let him continue. My eyes are gorgeous. Let him continue.
Fade's gonna pretend to get like really offended.
No,
You
let
can't
him
just say that.
continue. Compliment me more. My eyes are gorgeous. Say some more. He's gonna like, come on, come on. You're allowed to say more.
You always keep your frills so, like, what's the term? Couple is, like, now, like, sipping very fast.
Is this Truffle cutting loose with Limbo?
Yes, this will be.
Okay.
Yeah, frills are very frilly, I think.
You're a
up.
horrible flirt, bunny man.
I'm not flirting. What
no,
the
he's
fuck?
good. No, he's good.
I'm not flirting.
Limbo like does that thing, you know, whenever you flip your hair over dramatically, he does that with his frills. And starts like puffing them up, like, yeah, you're right, they're good.
He grabs a nearby like standing fan and brings it over to him.
A little bit of glitter comes off of it, but yeah, he's doing all that.
I guess our food's not here yet.
Yeah, a little bit of glitter though. You know, he puffed himself up, right, for this, and every occasion he goes out on missions and he gussies himself up because he's recording everything. He's gotta look good for the camera.
This conversation has been derailed.
Limbo's gonna put his hand on Truffle and like get him close. Truffle,
Yes. Well,
your hair's nice too. Start shaking
thank.
him.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Shake 'em a little bit.
I learned how to do these like loop things from over back at home. He like touches like the little loop braid in his hair. Yeah, takes me a while to sit up sometimes.
Man, that looks good. I wish I could do that with mine, but obviously, can't do it.
Don't worry about it.
Did I hear that right? In that Limbo just kissed him?
I thought it was just like a lip smack.
let's go with that. He kisses him a little bit, just a little bit.
That was an intense lip smack. So
No, my lips are kind of.
Yeah, he does a chef. Mwah.
okay.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, I think this has gone places I didn't expect it to go. I just want to like incorporate like
What?
Truffle asking like about fun stuff.
What?
No, this is I like this conversation. I just like
Two kings looking at each other. No compliments.
Two bros sitting in the hot tub, or sitting in the corner booth, 5 feet apart, Kazanake.
No.
Yeah,
Anyway.
they're sitting next to each other.
Yeah, they're
next to each
directly
other.
next to each
Oh,
other.
that's true. Sitting next to each other because they're gay. Anyway, let's get that roll out.
Okay.
That should be 1d6 because I don't think you have any
No.
beliefs with.
I think
ya boy.
I think Stunner's the only one who has 2 before all this with me. Yeah.
Not for Faded.
No, for Limbo.
Oh.
I think you're the only one who has.
Give me that
2
roll. Give me
before
that
him.
roll. Bad. Very bad.
Well,
Ouch.
it was an awkward encounter.
Zooey mama.
It was way more awkward. than
Stunner.
I thought. Don't roll
Stunner, what are you?
stunts.
Who are you cutting loose with?
Well, at first I was thinking it might be best to do Fade so I don't, like, overindulge, but then everyone keeps getting these fucking god-awful rolls, so I'm thinking I need to go with, like, I don't know.
Hey, Limbo, you're
I guess
killing
everyone's on Limbo already.
Dude, stop! Stop! You're stroking his ego more. Stop it.
I think
What,
that
you don't
fits
wanna-
for what's
am I-
happening.
You too good for me or something?
No, I just don't trust in my abilities.
Yeah, but you-
I'm not good enough for you, you see?
I mean, like,
It's
like,
not you, it's me.
It's not guaranteed to be bad. Like me and Seth got decent stress rolls earlier.
It's not you, it's me, okay?
So what are you doing?
I think... Kind of... I think Stunner would want to kind of, like... back up. Illegal? Like, completely?
Yeah. Listen.
Elaborate.
Yes. Listen. Got out of prison. Couldn't get a
Prison.
job. Yes, remember we were both.
Oh, okay then.
No, not then.
Oh.
I got into prison for sabotaging some cars during racing. That got out. And then I got out of prison and can't find it. Can't find a job because no one wants to hire me because Limbo X-Race Car Racer is just gonna fuck everything up. So that's why I get into illegal mech fighting because couldn't get a job elsewhere.
I see. Leave those sips in. That was intentional.
I know.
Uh.
That's why I laughed. That's why I was laughing. I was like, holy shit, she just sipped in. Like, shit. Oh no. Limbo, dude. I thought it was just because
Limbo King, no.
Limbo, this whole time I thought you were an alright guy, just got into some bad stuff on accident. But here we are. Hey, I just want to let you guys know, one of Stunner's beliefs is his troubled past led to delinquency, but he's not a bad guy. And I love that belief so much because it's so wrong. He's always been terrible. Look at him. Look at him.
I think that's a good bit to end that little cut loose though. So that'll be
Okay.
2 dice?
Do you have 2 ticks with him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's 2 dice.
Stunner be like, oh no. Time to overindulge. What happens if you get a
Bad.
Oh, 3? Well, I mean,
Christ almighty.
you got 2
Bad
stress
rolls.
now. You got 2 stress now instead.
Yeah, it worked well.
Bad rolls, Cobra.
Hey, leave Limbo out.
I did forget that you actually had relatively low
worst
stress
on
at this
stress,
point,
God.
so... Yeah, you're kind of like the one person who is very stressed.
'Cause I've only
you can
done
just...
one thing so far.
Technically, you can, of course, just spend personnel to have another,
I may.
cut loose.
I was.
Hey, use personnel to cut loose with Evergreen.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. Anyway, yeah, I think, like, Evergreen smashed.
Evergreen's knocked out. He's passed out in the booth before the food even came.
No, not that far, but like, yeah. By the time y'all are just like, yeah, okay, I think it's time to go. Evergreen, you good?
Well,
Is he alright to drive on his own?
Limbo's gonna pick him up, carry him out.
Does he
I'm
have
fine. I'm
Carry
fine.
him out. We're gonna have.
Don't your hands are so soft. I'm fine.
Okay, somebody's gonna have to get in the car first, and we're gonna have to maneuver him through the window. Because remember, his car does not have car doors. You get in through the window. I need to
You
reiterate
stuff
this.
him like a fucking body bag
Jesus
through the
Christ.
fucking window.
Yes, yes.
It's too hard to get him out from like the space between like the front and back seats, so you just have him laying in like that space.
Yeah.
Goodness. All right, y'all get back, and he has a very bad hangover the next day.
I'll try.
Uh,
Limbo drives him over to get his trunk.
Right. So, do people want to continue doing things? You have money to spend if you want to.
How
I
much
think-
money do we got?
4.
Uh, 4 and then a personnel.
So, yeah, I have a question.
4.
You do.
What would it take to get people to not notice some of this money is missing?
Are you saying you want to embezzle it?
Maybe.
What are you trying to do?
Just hypothetically.
What do you want to do with it?
Hypothetically embezzle funds into the hometown? Or could it be a thing of like Stunner using like a thing of her cut to just straight out, like flat out give that instead? Like less
No, you would-
secretiveness.
I'd say that like no, it would be like y'all decide whether you notice or not, but it would take like I think we'll say 2 2 funds per tick on drive clock.
That's a bit rich for my blood.
This represents you like squirreling away money for it.
That's a bit rich for my blood.
I'm not gonna have it like you can't have a drive clock tick be equivalent to like a single schmooze.
Yeah, that'd be a bit much. That'd be god tier.
Like 2 is frankly still very cheap compared to like all the work that you have to do to usually get drive clock stuff.
Yeah.
Or the,
Can
like-
I like do part now and part later?
I suppose.
Actually, no. I don't think it's gotten desperate enough. I'm gonna hold off on this.
You haven't
idea.
seen the real effects yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Truffle, did you want to try and do another cut loose?
I did. If I got good enough roll on that, I was gonna try to start a long-term project, but this amount of stress is going to be touchy going to the next mission.
Right. Okay. Who'd you want to cut loose with?
I just cut loose with Limbo. Do you want me to read my belief I had for Limbo?
Yeah, everyone has new beliefs. Or at least I hope has made new beliefs now.
I'm still thinking one for.
I know.
Fate.
Okay.
My new belief for Limbo is he'd be sitting pretty money-wise if he knew when to quit.
That's pretty good. That's good. I like it.
That is really
That
good.
is on point.
Does anyone else have their belief written out?
He thinks it's too late to turn over a new leaf.
Holy
That's good.
shit,
That's also very good.
Mine are not as good.
Holy shit.
What's yours, Fade?
My new one for Limbo is just a little bit of an ego, but a good heart.
It's kind of almost the opposite of everyone else. It's like, he got a big ego, he should stop. And it's like, he got a big ego, that's okay.
He's alright.
And as for Truffle, the new belief is he's not equipped for this, but he could be.
Did you... Hold on, did you,
Yeah, the coffee, remember?
Right, sorry about that.
Which,
It's not bad.
Which I should also say the one I got for Stunner earlier.
Yeah?
She means well even if she can't hit the mark. Whenever we went
Right.
to the convenience store. I'm still thinking for one for Faded, so
Not bad.
gotta give me a bit.
Okay, yeah, just keep in mind if you have any more beliefs to, like, bring them up when you've got them done.
I will.
I don't know if anyone else has any more beliefs. I don't think so. You're about to have one, Truffle, so
yeah.
who are you?
I think I
who are
want to
you?
go. This time I want to go with Stunner again, if that's fine.
That's fine.
Not like again, but
All right.
So what is the
First
like
time
context of
Stanford.
this one?
Truffle wants to like have a general conversation, but also he just remembered the invoice he got. For people who don't remember, Truffle found something he shouldn't have when he was doing secretary work. An invoice from the Interior Republic to the Cradle. And he doesn't know
Yep.
what to do with this, so he's going to like try to like stealthily ask Stunner what she'd do in this kind of situation. If she even knows. We'll also just general talking about stuff.
Okay. Is this happening in the FOB or maybe like during some chores during the day when you're like out and about?
Yeah, doing like general work and stuff now that I've healed up. Hey Stunner,
Okay.
how you doing over there?
Well, I'm doing good. I think she is probably the general moving things to and fro around the FOB, getting things tidied up, as there is still many a floor down below cluttered. And there's probably a lot of junk. Like Limbo probably, he went through, he was slamming shit on the ground. There's probably bits and bobs just all around. Things he probably just didn't even touch. And she's probably just cleaning up around there.
Paperwork's been going pretty good. I've just about finished marking down every note about the last mission that we need to send to people.
Oh,
Man, I
that's
don't-
really good.
Man,
You
I
work
don't even know.
really fast.
Yep, I'm mostly fast and everything. A little behind on one thing, but I mean that's not even important.
Huh?
Hey, can I ask you about something like
Of course.
hypothetical? What you do in a situation?
Oh, yeah.
What would you do if you like found something you weren't like supposed to find in your work or whatever? I don't know if that kind of thing would happen in your line of work, honestly.
Like, you mean like those cards Limbo keeps dropping?
Not those kinds of cards. Oh, by the way, I found a good card for him. I need to go drop that in his card box.
Holy shit.
His P.O. box is only for cards.
Card box. I love it. Love it.
Everyone has a P.O. box except him. He just has a box for, like, it has a card slot in it.
More like
Trying to drink my water.
issue. This hypothetical issue would be more like if two people you knew or two groups like were in cahoots and they were being secretive about it, like they weren't really supposed to, but they were making agreements. He's trying to act like this very inconspicuous about this and hoping that Stunner won't pick up.
I think she isn't picking up, but like she goes like, oh, like if two of the big factions were working together in cahoots or something.
Oh.
But she's not actually picking up. She's just trying to come up with an example.
Truffle drops the pencil and then like leans down to pick it up. Yeah. That's a perfect example.
And what would someone have again?
Just completely hypothetically, like some sort of like an invoice payment from one to the other for like protection or reparations or whatever. Sweating bullets now.
I don't know. That's a big thing to have on someone's plate.
Yeah.
Doubt something like that would happen, though.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't.
I'd say whoever would be unlucky enough to get something like that would have to try and, well, depending on the kind of person they are, either follow their heart or look for the biggest bidder. One of those two. I think she's kind of like getting lost in her work a little bit more.
No, I get what you're saying. Of course, you'd be the kind of person to follow your heart, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I'll have to see what I do about it. I mean, I'll have to take this into note for things I do for if it ever comes up. Oh, you want me? You need some help picking up some stuff? I can like take a break for now.
If you want. I think I've got this pretty much under control, though. Are you alright?
Yeah, of course I'm good.
You
Just
look,
like,
you look a little pale there. You need to
Yeah.
sit down?
yeah, maybe I should sit down. Maybe that concussion's still like healing a little bit. Ooh, just headaches. End scene, or did you want to bring anything else up?
I think that's a good time for the scene to end.
I'd like to
All right.
bring
Oh, go
up
on.
real quick that whenever you guys were cutting loose with Limbo, you all got bad rolls.
This is like, I hope this is like I hope this is like an uncanon like good roll.
Did that roll?
I love how terrible everybody's roll was with cutting loose with Limbo because he was boasting so much. His ego's
Roll,
so
roll,
fat.
roll, 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 roll.
It takes a bit. It takes a bit.
Do it.
Takes roll 20 a bit. It's gotta think. Unlike Psychic Bot, who's just like, oh, you're gonna get bad news. Bad news. Bad news bears.
Just one dice, right?
Yep. Not the worst. Still not good.
That gets me down to 3.
Not good, not terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
Not bad.
everybody's
I
got
get
more or
down to
less the
Very
same
disappointed that
stress.
nobody has overindulged.
Me too. I wish I overindulged, but
It'll happen. Don't worry.
Yep. You still have 4 monies if you want to use them. Otherwise, you have to assign them as material or personnel.
hey,
Yeah, if you want to overindulge, you can do that.
hey, I'm gonna overindulge and put another in vehicle enhance.
Okay. Oop. Enhance.
Limbo at this point, you know, stress eating. He's stress fixing.
Okay. Anyone else want to put money into things?
Could I do a train?
Yeah.
You could. I do want to bring up if anybody has particular plans for next mission yet. I think I'm gonna have like a small scene, maybe right now actually, just to like set that up a little bit.
How does training work again?
You don't roll, you just get a point in the thing you wanted. You have prowess training, which I think we've like decided is essentially just like a small like sort of gym you've set up in your base.
Yeah.
So if you want to do prowess, you would get 2 points in prowess. Coolio. But yeah, let me get this scene sort of, well, not really even a scene, but how would people be feeling by the end of the week, essentially? There's no real information that's come out about the, falling star incident. There's just simply the, like, the Interium has just essentially just constantly fixated upon, the loss and the heroism and stuff. There, calls for, some sort of reparations or just like blame being placed on Veracos. Nothing has come out of Veracos at all. And the house has also been pointing fingers at Veracos. But there's no real information. There's no like, here's what's being done about it. It's like it's kept very hush. How is everyone feeling about, I guess, that and the situation?
Anxiety shrouded optimism.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. He wants to know it is killing him so bad.
Truffle is just like very like annoyed and like stressed by the kind of paperwork and stuff he's had to do, both at his normal job and when working with the squad.
Fate is trying to just kind of put it somewhere else and leave it be. It's not their problem, and Zia has other things to attend to.
Limbo be like, bruh, there's so much scrap in there. Think of the shit you can do with it. Bro, what happened? I didn't cause that shit. Fuck that dude. I don't even remember his name. I hate that.
Chad.
Chad. Fuck Chad. I hate Chad.
Bulkhead.
I love Bulkhead though. Official statement from Limbo himself. Oh, hope no.
It's what's that thing where it keeps going like back and forth between like fuck Bulkhead, Bulkhead's my enemy, and then like friendship ended with blank, Bulkhead's my new friend.
Yeah, this is essentially me being like, what do y'all want to do? Because like there are downtime actions that can like go towards like, you know, the next mission, and so I wanted to get there before you spent all of it.
Personally, I want to know if I can do anything to actually get some info on it, on what's going on down there.
There's gather information stuff you can do, but the only way to get real information, because of like the military blockade,
Yeah.
is probably to either, you know, get hired or go with the Heart's Divine Goetia. Which is to say, Truffle would have to mention, like, hey, I think I have an in. You know,
Yeah.
I think I got a way to get in there.
Okay.
Well, as of right
Uh,
now, I know shit about anything on it, and I don't want to go to Veracruz. Ow! Ow! Hey!
Are you okay, dude? What are you doing?
I'm petting my cat, and she starts biting me. I'm sorry, I'm over here petting up, and she thinks I'm playing with her. I am kind of playing with her, though. And she just biting me. Okay. I would like to know, but I would not want to get hired. The pay's probably bad. The pay's really good, but he thinks it's bad. Ugh.
Anyone else? Any other things?
Hmm.
Thoughts?
I think Stunner would mostly want to know what this is going to mean for like the local areas, for obvious reasons.
Right.
Fade's biggest worry
I mean-
is that this will somehow like push the Devils to make some kind of big action, but otherwise Z doesn't really have a stance on it. Z's kind of just willing to accept that this is well above Zer.
Ultimately, Truffle's just concerned with lying low and getting the money he can.
Limbo wants to take pictures. Hey, also, I forgot to mention that Limbo did ask for everybody to get a photo while they were at the steakhouse.
Okay.
He did get a few photos. Even of the guy who told him to quiet down.
He posted a picture of him on Twitter. Hey, if any of my fans see this dude, make sure to harass him.
No!
Amazing.
Tell him thanks.
Yeah, this is essentially me asking y'all like what you want to do, because I can't like just necessarily construct a mission
Hey,
without knowing if any of you want to push this forward.
I want to push it forward. Ow! But it sounds like everybody else is like, no. I want to go.
I
Truffle-
am willing
Truffle
to
wants-
roll with the punches.
Truffle wants to hear out the House of Divine Goetia.
See, the thing is, like, I really have no idea at all.
Right. And so I'm trying to get people to tell each other the things they know. For the love of God, you have information.
I know shit. I know-
Okay, do you want to like roleplay this out, like exchanging info?
Hey, you can just say, hey. Trouble
Hey.
gets the info.
Hey,
Hey. Hey.
hey, you guys, I've like done something, and I have this like, it's a mission. We could take it. It's in this like folder, I think.
Limbo's gonna grab that folder.
Hey,
You can look at it.
I didn't give all the
It's-
details yet.
it's largely preliminary information. It's not like heavy stuff, but it's like small details on patrols, speculation on cargo. You see some like pretty high value targets in there.
Ooh.
Like this isn't just on the level of like consumer goods, jewels and shit. This is like real tech stuff. You know, this is fully built and intact vehicles, new and improved, like names you have never heard of. Like I assume like Limbo's a big like, you know, vehicle fan type guy.
Absolutely. He's got two
You've never
vehicles.
heard of like half of these things.
Holy shit. That
Um,
that piques his interest even more.
Like classified information. Like you see big red stamps, like top secret shit, about like experimental materials and stuff like that. Small notes on like possible like implications for like the continued war effort. This represents, in a weird way, like a dossier on like the most information you've ever had about the war itself, just in your hands.
Holy shit.
Like this isn't like outward looking in. This is like somebody stole this.
Yeah,
Like the information itself is worth like dollars,
Holy shit.
let alone what you could do with that information.
Yeah, I should mention like I should mention that I got this from like some weird dude in a cloak who told me to not like complete a mission for the cradle. So like, I don't know. He gave me some good stuff. Just like only if you guys like are maybe like okay with going against some of the stuff the cradle tells us to do.
Shit. Limbo's.
I mean, the cradle hasn't said anything about this. The cradle's been like out of
Preoccupied.
it. Yeah, preoccupied, but out of it. Like,
Man.
if you looked really hard, you could notice that the cradle's been taking a lot of jobs from the Interium, but like otherwise, the cradle is just like a city in the fucking canyons. Who gives a shit?
I'm gonna say you can ask Limbo to do it, and he will, and he is going to do it. Just know that he's gonna take pictures. And record.
Limbo, if no.
Limbo, you can't Instagram us investigating the crime scene.
Is this like everyone actually in the room like discussing? It's like,
Yeah.
no, you
Like-
don't.
Yeah, no,
everybody
this is everyone telling
simultaneously
Limbo
don't
to not
record
do
us.
I kind of if you
Limbo.
guys if you guys will like help me with this, that'd be appreciated because I really need like less creepy people to be popping into my doctor's visits.
He's not that creepy. He's nice. Don't be mean to light on mirrors.
He's nice. He just like sort of like warps in sometimes.
Also,
You can ask him for help. He'll help.
when considering all the shit that is sitting in this ship completely like untouched, Fade does not say why, but Z gets very interested in scavenging through it.
Fine.
Z straight up will
Ooh.
not say why.
Mysterious.
I think Stunner is interested in scavenging for information.
Hmm.
Truffle would, in the interest of like laying low, Truffle would mostly want to find stuff that would fetch good prices or be useful for his leg.
Finally, you guys want to dig through the trash with me.
He's like still like mulling over what to do about this whole invoice stuff, but like he can't really do anything about it at the moment other than have the information in his head.
Bruh. Sounds decided that we're gonna go with, and do that. Hella.
Okay. I wasn't paying the most. I was like writing some stuff down. Not you. Truffle. What would you say your motivation for going was?
Motivation for this thing, just
Yes.
hopefully it won't drop too much attention, and hopefully it'll lead to like getting good money or materials for
Okay.
managing
So like
it.
low profile, big paycheck.
Yeah.
Okay. Limbo was essentially scavenging. Fade was mystery, and Stunners was information.
Correct?
Okay. That's good shit. We'll likely like on like actual mission day have discussions about mission stuff and gathering information.
Mm-hmm.
Between that, you could gather information questions, and we could like, I can like write that stuff down. Is there any more stuff you want to spend money on, or that kind of stuff?
I did get my, belief in for Fade.
Ooh,
Z is confident in me and my skills.
that's good.
Believe in me.
Mine for Stunner. Oh, sorry.
You
Go on.
did kill like 5 people, so impressive skills.
Okay, mine for Stunner. I may like revise this, but currently it's she may bend under stress, but something tells me it'd never break her.
That's very good. I like it.
That's very good.
Yeah, she was just like a lot more like calm about this prospect than Truffle is.
Right. But yeah, that previous stuff, is that to take that you would like to take the job from the Heart?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Do understand the Heart is an independent squad,
That's
and so cannot give you a supply role.
That's okay.
The money that you get will have to come from like you hustling, essentially.
That's fine with Limbo.
You know, like stealing things, finding stuff, bringing it with you, taking it, steal. You know, the usual.
Yeah.
Limbo business.
Yeah. You cannot always rely on like, well, first of all, you can't always rely on supply roles in general, but especially you can't rely on it when you straight up cannot get a supply role.
Yeah.
The moment that y'all roll bad on a supply roll would be just like, oh fuck, we got paid shit for this job that we did a lot of stuff for,
Yeah, as long as
and it'll be the job where you decided also I'm not going to steal this, and you'll be like, I wish I stole that.
I'll be fine so long as like I don't get like terrible stress or harm next session. Damn! I heard that. I heard that, Josie. Josie
Hey.
Tohosi.
Anyway.
Considering like everybody but Fade's beliefs are at 2 for you, yeah, you're probably gonna get a lot
Yeah,
of stress.
after this downtime, everyone's going to be very good at helping each other. Unless that's not what you meant by that statement.
No, that's what I meant. Like, half that and half, you're going to get a lot of stress with the help rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you get 2 stress with everybody except for Fade.
Okay. Did y'all want to save these monies?
Yeah, I'll save the monies.
I think we should save at least some of the monies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stunner gets 3 stress with Limbo.
Just in case.
Everybody looks at Limbo and says, Limbo, please don't enhance your vehicle further. Limbo, stop.
My suggestion is to convert it into material.
Yeah.
That's not a
material
bad
sounds
idea.
good.
Okay.
Material is
So
always
I'll go
good.
ahead and shove this over here and drop in some new material.
Oh, hell yeah, to material.
Hopefully next
Tokens.
session I can start on like next break I can start on long-term project. I need to introduce my other allies eventually.
Big.
That's a big material.
Now let me real quick
It's
change the settings.
it's like that one bit in Paper Mario Color Splash where there's like this giant fucking gold coin and and like your partner's super fucking excited about it and you finally get the ability to collect it and it just gives you 1 coin.
All right. That was a very large downtime.
It's fun.
And frankly, I think we got through it in pretty good time. I'm glad everybody had fun. Sounded like you had fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
The bar scene in particular, I think,
Yeah.
was just like a lot of people having lots of fun.
It was a good idea on Jennifer's part.
It was.
It's good. I
I'm
think
glad I
got
thought of the
some-
bar and grill.
I got some really good conversations
Fuck
in.
you.
I'm glad it was all me.
That's my line.
Can we to convert barbecue from the blues that we never used into here?
The what?
Never mind.
Oh,
It
No,
was
repeat.
it was one of like my regulars that never got used.
Oh.
Oh yeah, barbecue. Yeah.
The mysterious fifth regular.
Didn't we decide that he was like a fucking dad and he had a
Yeah,
lot
he's
of
a-
kids?
Yeah,
Yeah, barbecue dead.
there was like 2 that didn't show up, but like barbecue was the better of the 2.
Barbecue really was.
But yeah, now you have a person with a truck. And your dreams
My dream.
to go into the next mission.
I'm excited for it.
I'm nervous.
I'm excited.
All right. Would y'all say that is essentially everything?
I think that's covered.
Did you have a closing scene?
Not really. I don't think.
Okay.
I'm just mostly asking, like, in case y'all were like, no, I want to do this.
Yeah, I don't really want to spend too much more of our money. I can just save until next session to get some bunch of stuff done.
All right. Jenny, you said something. I didn't hear you.
I said that I was good, actually.
Okay. Then in that case, I think it's good to end the recording here.
Can do.
Remember to
You need to write this down.
crack open a Kopaka one with the Boyonicles. That's it.
And like
What?
this video if you're lemon bubbled.
Please like this video. It's on my
Only if you're lemon bubbled.
It's on
though.
1 like equals 1 stress relief for Truffle.
Good night,
Over
everybody.
Indulgence time.
Every dislike is another piece of stress on Truffle, so make sure to give us lots of dislikes so he
said
gets
good
discovered.
night.
No, please don't.
I said good night.
Good night, everybody.